on Pop Culture Breakdown. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the show. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, and we are gathered here today after my long absence. I'm not gonna lie. Been having a pretty hard time with some personal stuff, some family stuff. It's been bad. I'm not going to pretend it's not, but I've moved heaven and earth to be here with you all tonight. I missed you. I love you. Knock wood, hard. Maybe I can get started back into doing some normal stuff here. I see in my absence that YouTube has screwed up everyone's names again. Wow. Hi, big surprise there, huh? I mean, who'd have thought that shit? But, happy almost Halloween, folks. This has been the shittiest Halloween season of my life. Some of the shittiest, maybe the shittiest, I don't know, time of my life lately. But we're here, we're alive, we're together, and I am very, very, very grateful that we are. So tonight we're going to have some fun. We got a little bit of news, but I've also got some really good kind of roundtable discussion for us. And, some related to horror movies, some interesting, hopefully, interesting viewpoints, discussion that I think will be a lot of fun because really, it's not so much the news as being in on a conversation with pals, and that's kind of what we're shooting at here tonight. So without further ado, let's go ahead. Gosh, it's so weird seeing all these like names messed up again. You can always tell when YouTube has been at screwing up stuff again. The traces are there. Screens are rearranged yet again. Jesus. Wow. Okay. Well, here we are, folks. Let's go around and introduce our panel. First of all, we have here, here taking advantage of my absence. Gary Ambrosia has escaped. And what am I going to do? Dr. Gary Ambrosia, PPS. What the fuck does PPS stand for? And welcome to the show.
That is a doctorate in parapsychology.
Ah, okay. All right. A kind of a Ghostbusters type of thing.
Technically, but it is Dr. Ambrosia, and let's remember the doctor, please.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Proctologist. Gotcha.
Sure.
And perky proctology specialist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And who is the lovely witch behind you?
I will allow her to introduce herself.
Well, hello. I am Natalie the Red from Force of Light Entertainment. Very happy to be here. I watch the show regularly. I'm a viewer, so very fun to get to be here for real. So excited.
Well, very glad to have you here. And thank you for popping in, and I guess we'll get some explanation of. I would thought for maybe a minute that you were Mary because there's something about Mary, and I'm just looking at Gary, and I don't know. I don't know. It just kind of came to me. What the hell?
Good movie.
And over here we have what is this shit? Harvey's son? What the fuck is this bullshit?
Daddy, pay your child support.
You're a fucking asshole. You're a fucking asshole.
Coming in and out of the dimension there.
Yeah, he's like I don't know. He's not got a ghost of a chance of getting any child support from me, but that's okay. What the hell's going on? I think Harvey's son is not using his keying technology properly.
He's not in the chroma key time zone.
Yes. Note to self: if you're sitting in front of a green screen, don't dress in a green costume.
That's all right. Lesson learned.
I suspect that Rob Wright is inside Harvey's son, and that is, yes, as bad as it sounds.
Ooh, wow.
Good Lord.
Thank you.
Well,
Night Cowboy 2, the Lovecrafting or something, you know? Everybody's talking at me. How are you, Rob or Harvey's son?
Doing fine. Hoping to get that child support check soon, Harvey.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that. We'll see. It's gonna take more than Michael J. Fox fading in on your shoulder to get that. All right. Well.
There we go.
Geez.
Wow. Well,
Harvey.
go fuck yourself, Rob, and happy Halloween. All right. Well, welcome, Rob or Harvey's son or whoever you are. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. If that is a costume, and I'm not sure it is a costume, it's a heck of a costume. It's a scary one. And pull your hood up a little bit so we can see your eyes. I think, yeah, there you go.
Oh my God, you can see the resemblance.
I thought the weird little
He definitely looks like Robert.
Well, this is what cowboy losses does to a man, you know. Just
Wow.
Hey!
Oh my goodness.
It was Rob all along.
Well, you had me fooled.
I know. I was totally confused. Welcome to the show, Rob. It's great to see you, buddy. Now you're muted. Can you say anything?
Yeah, I can say stuff. Good
Okay.
good to see you guys too. So just messing with you, Harvey.
Yeah. You scared me for a minute, but you're an asshole. So go fuck yourself.
Well, imitation is the highest form of flattery, you know.
That's true, and it looked great, man. That's a great costume.
Yeah.
No lie, dude. Well done. I applaud the effort. Thank you, Rob Wright. It's good to see you again, buddy. I missed you, man.
Good to see you too. Missed you too. Thankful that you're okay, and hopefully still praying for your family and everybody. So
Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that, brother. And we have Rick Magnum here, adult thespian.
Hi,
ladies.
Wow. What in God's name?
Well, you know, I am an adult thespian, so we do have to stay in character all the time.
Wow.
Yeah. Good to be here, DC. Good to see you, chat. Here to lay down some love and some great reviews.
Wow, man. I want you to like remember the Saturday Night Live skit with the ex-porn stars that were trying to do various jobs. So do me a favor. I've had a hard time. It would make me happy if you would just look at me and say, I'm just trying to get into your world, brother.
I'm just trying to get into your world, brother.
Thank you very much.
You know, I got my special necklace here.
It's a cock.
It's a big cock.
Wow.
There's two of them.
Two big cocks.
Yeah.
Two cocks in one. Sounds good.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
hail to you, Rick Magnum, adult thespian. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done.
Thank you.
And we have here our usual ray of sunshine himself, Doug Nelson, aka Mr. Nelson, the idol of millions. Hail to you, Doug Nelson. How are you, buddy? It's good to see you.
Well, you know better than to ask that question. Oh boy. Oh, yeah. You know, Hank Hill will appreciate it. I injured myself over the weekend dealing with propane.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Not
no.
even kidding.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Stacks
Well,
and stacks of propane tanks.
Well, I tell you what, that's a terrible kind of an injury, but boy, there's something noble about it.
Yeah, I guess there's that.
It could be worse. I mean, you could be
Oh.
like Rick Magnum and be lifting other heavy things that,
Yes.
you know.
Well, he's got two, so.
Yeah. Well, dude, I'm sorry that you're having a
Yeah.
hard time, but I just want to thank everyone in the chat for being here tonight. I'm sorry that I have been absent. Like I said, it's been really rough, and it's not over. It's not over, but I'm trying slowly to get back into the groove of things, and I just want to thank you all of you that have written me, and all of you that have expressed concern, and I love you guys seriously. I don't want to get, all emotional or anything or get into it. But I just want to say it means a lot to me, seriously and genuinely. And all you channel members, I'm sorry, I'm behind on, getting you all channel member videos. I really, it's been a struggle, but bear with me. I will catch up. I will, get back into the groove of things, folks. So please bear with me and be patient, and we'll get back to that. All right. Well, I tell you what, let's go ahead and get to our breakdown, such as it is this week. All right, folks. I tell you what, we've got a number of stories here tonight, and I'm forgetting what I said we were going to do first. Let's see. Anyone remember what it was? We had kind of.
I think you said
Doctor
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Doctor Who. Ncuti Gatwa, ladies and gentlemen, and Russell T. Davis. Don't say they never did anything for the franchise. They put it out of its misery, more or less. I got to give kudos to the Walt Disney Company for having the good sense to bail on Doctor Who Gives a Shit. Too shitty even for Disney. Gatwa put the shitty in Doctor Who, and they saw it fast. There were rumors that they were backing out even before the first season, and they had a 2-season commitment. But that's the situation, folks. Basically, it has been confirmed in numerous articles. They're trying to put good spin on it. They're saying, "Oh, but the BBC has commissioned the very guy who killed the show, Russell T. Davis, to do a Christmas special in 2026." In 2026, folks. That's when we're going to get allegedly some more Doctor Who Gives a Shit. 2026 Christmas. I'm not talking January. I'm not talking February. I'm not talking March. I'm not talking April. Are you talking about May or over the summer? No. I'm talking about fucking Christmas. And that's a Christmas present that, I don't know, may never wind up actually getting delivered. That's how bad Doctor Who is right now. And I've read a number of articles. I haven't actually done videos about this because nobody gives a shit about Doctor Who anymore. But still, it's funny, And I like to give credit where it's due, for Disney being smart enough to see that this was, a train to nowhere. I've read that Russell T. Davis has left this franchise deader than it has ever been, because they can't even continue stories like at Big Finish and stuff because of this bullshit thing where all of a sudden, Rose pops up, hello. And so they're like, so we don't know who the next Doctor is. We can't do bullshit fan fiction about the new Doctor. We're just languishing in a slough of despond. Nobody knows what the fuck to do. It's about as dead as it's ever been. So I'm going to go in reverse order because I know Doug Nelson is or was a Whovian back in the day. We'll just rotate up from him. Doug, I mean, we had said, my sources had said that, Disney was done with this shit like
Yes.
a year back. And turns out it was true. But everyone pretty much knew it. But is this the deadest that the franchise has ever been, in your opinion?
Yes. It's just no. What could you argue? Well, wait a minute, maybe. No, there's nothing here. And Russell, obviously getting pissed off at his supposed genius not being praised and whatnot, decided, hey, if I can't have Doctor Who, no one can. And so he really nailed the coffin shut.
Sealed it with super glue.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Or some, or possibly some other substance, right? Rick Magnum and Dr. Gary Ambrosia, because
Could
both
be,
of you
yeah.
are,
Could very well be.
But Doug, yeah, these last two seasons were absolutely atrocious.
Yes,
I mean, are they the worst ever? Because I mean, after Jodie,
I know. That's the one thing it managed to achieve was make Jodie's run, sort of look good. She had a couple of episodes that were okay, I guess. And then and then especially then you had the Timeless Children, which destroyed everything.
Oh, that in one,
and so then
one
it's like,
swoop.
well, how could you do worse than that? Well, Russell found a way, and it just, what was the point? Just to be snotty, I guess. I don't know.
Just like, because he was being oppressed, because his, glorious lesson of enlightenment was being shunned by istophobes, etc., and so on. And
Sure. I mean, here he's had this career that most people can only dream of accomplishing or getting or what have you.
right.
Still not good enough, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah, shut up. Come on. It just, you took this property, you were given the keys to a kingdom, and you treated it like toilet paper, basically. You didn't respect it or anything like that. And I just, that's the baffling thing. What did you hope to do? What was, and there was really no rhyme or reason other than just shooty dancing around and stuff. I mean, just
spinning there. And sashaying, and there really wasn't. It was just like excuses for him.
It's like it's another that keep coming to this in this idiot era we've been living in for the past 10 to 15 years, and it's like it's a show that not only does it disrespect its history and whatnot, or the franchise itself, but it disrespects itself. I mean, it's like, oh, well, it's just like Jodie. They didn't really do anything with that. Okay, now the Doctor's going to be a woman. Oh, well, I guess you're going to make some narrative out of what regeneration does. Well, that DNA's in there somewhere. If you keep regenerating, everybody had a mommy and daddy, you might turn into a woman, and it's like, that's why they're scared of it. And that sort of thing. You could have made something like that. They didn't do anything.
No,
they
did
did absolutely nothing. It was just
and the
lazy.
thing is, and we're not istophobes. I mean,
I know. If you've got a
Captain
concept, let me see what do you have something? No, absolutely not.
Look at Captain Jack, right? Captain Jack Harkness, he's bi.
Oh, right. Yeah, the whole thing that we all hate gay people or whatever. It's like, no, Captain Jack became a very popular character. Got his own, for a minute there or two, a successful spinoff.
Yeah. I mean, Torchwood was a great show for the first two seasons, and then they went to America and specifically Fire Island / San Francisco. And suddenly it was all about Captain Jack being gay, as opposed to telling stories with a gay man who, or a bi man, who was still a great hero and was much loved by the fans. So, yeah,
I know. It's like when your only dialogue is, "Hi, I'm Jack and I'm gay. By the way, my name's Jack and I'm gay. Hey, did you know I'm gay? That means I have sex with men, and I am a man." Every episode, yeah, got it.
So I'm Jack. Don't let that put you off. I am Jack. Don't let that put you
Damn
off.
it! Didn't think of
Get
that.
it? Get it? Get it? Jack off. And speaking of jack off, well, let's go to Rick Magnum, or well,
Well, I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. Let's make that clear.
okay, all right, well, yeah, because
All
you're on a you've got the stairway to heaven there, the neon stairway to heaven.
Yeah.
So you're not. I mean, you're too tired to jack off.
Yeah, I can go twice.
Yeah, I
Depends on the money.
Yeah.
mean, you've gotten so much at this point. Rick Magnum, you've gotten so much tail that you basically have to like jerk off with sandpaper just to break wind.
Man.
Isn't that right? Isn't that right? I mean, you've been there, you've seen it all.
Yeah. You'd be surprised with who.
Oh, with who? With who?
Whom? Sorry, yeah, I am a thespian. Let me say whom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. The topic we're talking about is Doctor Who, and you said with who, and
Oh well.
Space.
Yeah. Well, about the Doctor Who thing, unlike Harvey, Bob Iger does seem to know when to pull out. I myself am a master.
Fuck off, you asshole! Well, kudos to them for bailing on this situation. Anything else to say about this? I don't know if you even liked or ever liked Doctor Who. I can't remember. If you
I was gonna get into it until this thing happened, but I've had a bunch of suggestions from people on where to start. So I maybe just at the beginning.
Yeah, really. Well,
Yeah, that
Julie
seems like a good
Andrews
place.
says, that's a good place to start. When you read, you begin with A, B, C. Go ahead, Rob. And when you sing, you begin with
Sing with D, E, F.
Do, Re, Mi. I thought
Re, Mi,
I was
I know.
referencing the
I know,
sound.
I know.
I thought you were
I
just
know.
fucking
I
with
would
it.
have. I did it on purpose. Do, a deer, a female deer. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Yes, all right.
Okay. No, but I started watching Doctor Who during the David Tennant years.
Right.
And into the Matt Smith years, and I stuck it out with Capaldi, and then when Jodie came on, I ditched it because it was just garbage then, and I couldn't think it could get any worse, and then it got worse with Ncuti Gatwa. And guys, it's the story got so bad that it was even not funny to make fun of it. That's how bad it was. It was just cringe. And it was more about, his sexuality and he was playing himself rather than the Doctor. I could have accepted Ncuti if he would have just played the Doctor as the Doctor. And if he would have had some good episodes, which had some interesting plots and interesting villains and interesting characters. But no, they went full on woke in just about every way possible. Not only him, but with the villains. Oh my goodness. Some of the villains we saw were out there. I was just like, what the heck is going on? They turned a beloved show, especially in the BBC, that was loved by just about everybody in that country, that they look forward to seeing it every week, into a laughing stock. And it's gone. It's done. I don't know if you can bring it back in the next couple of years. You're going to have to wait maybe 5 or 6 years to let the stink wear off and get somebody that can actually make a good Doctor Who back. So, yeah, this thing's done. Disney was right to ditch it.
Yeah, they were actually pretty damn smart to do that. Dr. Gary Ambrosia,
Yes.
PPS, I know that Ncuti Gatwa from that photo, y'all got kind of close at that convention.
Oh yeah, we got as close as you can possibly get, without actual penetration. But there's actually a I just read that he made a statement, Ncuti Gatwa. Yeah, he says here, and I quote, as RuPaul as my witness, I was the best damn hoe on this block, and I am now a retired hoe.
Wow.
Oh man.
Wow. Well,
Oh wait, it's Who.
Oh,
I was the
okay.
best at Who on this block, and I am now a retired Who. Sorry about that.
Oh,
That's my bad.
But you didn't actually say that, right?
No, it was.
it was a joke. All right, I
just
wanted to make sure it was a joke. I mean, hey, listen, dude. The fucking universe is so fucking weird. You could tell me like he talked about a fetish with Oompa Loompas, and I'd be like, interesting. Because what do I know at this point? I fuck. Things are so fucked up in this world.
That's the sad reality. Is you literally had to ask me if that was a joke.
Yes, I did.
But that is probably something that he could very well say.
I fuck, man. Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. For Christ's sakes, seriously. I know it's tough, dude. It's tough. So good on Disney. I think that this franchise is so fucked. I mean, Christmas of 2026? Well, okay.
Well, they got to set up the GoFundMe and everything, Yeah, it's going to take a while.
Doctor Who.
Yeah. I mean, I kid, but they probably better get on that. Yeah.
That's right. Will work for penis. Had to pause just right to make that joke work, and I think it worked.
Oh, that was a joke, right? He didn't really say that.
No,
right?
he did not say that.
Okay, all right.
He did not
Thanks
say
for
that.
clarifying.
I had to, yeah. All right, let's move on to the next item, which I completely missed out on, dealing with all the family shit I'm dealing with. So Rob, you sent me a thing. I think maybe Gary also did too. I'm not sure. About apparently there was going to be a Kylo Ren movie. What can you fill us in about this situation? Apparently there was going to be a Kylo Ren movie, and Bob Iger apparently wisely pulled the plug on it. But what fill me in about this, because I don't know damn shit about it.
So Adam Driver was promoting another one of his movies, and he mentioned this in an interview that there was going to be a Kylo Ren movie with him and another famous director. We're getting ready to create one, and KK gave the green light, but she had to take it to Iger, and Iger was like, he's dead. Why should we do this? Apparently, and he nixed the whole thing, which is probably a wise move considering we just found out that the Roys of Soy Walker cost over $600 million to make, and they lost money on it, and they lost money on Solo. So KK just has the greatest track record in the world. And so apparently you got people up in arms wanting to see this movie or wanting to do a almost what they did for Snyder for it and try and get it created, which is causing all kinds of commotion. And then there are people on there saying that, oh, see, this shows that KK really cared, and it's not her fault that Star Wars went to crap. It's Bob Iger's fault. And, I'm sitting there going, apparently both of them are getting ready to retire, although they haven't yet. And it seems like this blame game is started up and all this other conspiracy baloney. And a lot of us are just sitting there laughing at it, saying, this is the stupidest thing to ever hit. And apparently now Leslie Headland is saying, oh, if you do the Kylo Ren movie, that means The Acolyte season 2 has a chance to greenlight because her character in the story, the weird dude, was the founder of the Knights of Ren. So there was a connection there. So that's all the stuff about it. That's the scuttlebutt in a short. Honestly, guys, KK is fully to blame for all of the Star Wars failures. She's the one making all the decisions about the directors. She's the one that's spending all the money and saying where the money goes. She's the one that's fired all the different directors for Solo and for the last Star Wars movie. She fired a couple of directors and killed the writers on it. She let Rian Johnson ruin the whole thing. KK is at fault. I don't buy it for a minute. And, some of it's on Iger too. Iger decide to ditch Lucas's scripts, which may or may not be a good idea, but he supported all the trilogy that we got. So both of them are to blame. And it's just a laughing stock to me because there's no fight here. It's just they're both wrong, and it's just hilarious to see all these people squirm about it. So
yeah, no, that's pretty weird. I gotta say, so as Rick Magnum might say, they're trying to generate a groundswell of support. Is that correct, Rick?
Yeah, they're trying to really force it in there, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. The cave. Remember your failure in the cave.
Yeah, you know, I gave them a suggestion, you know, for the Jedi mind trick, and it was like that.
Well,
they
they
didn't
should
go
have
for
used the you know, the blue kyber crystal, you know, the Viagra blue kyber crystal to go ahead and make things
exactly,
you know, rise appropriately. Kylo Ren movie. Did Kylo Ren lost every fucking battle that he ever had?
Yeah.
The only battle he won was against his own helmet when he smashed it like a fucking child.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, Rey beat his ass for the first movie. I mean, he was lying. I've got that still of him lying there in the snow, looking like, you know, questioning his life choices because this girl with no past, no identity, you know, no personality, just kicks his ass and yeah. And then Luke Skywalker, you know, a shade of himself, an illusion, kicks his ass. He kicks his own ass, breaks his own helmet.
Yeah, she wins every time. He loses every time.
Rey kicks his ass again in Russo Soy Woker, and then he, you know, meets Palpatine, dead Palpatine, and dead Palpatine kicks his ass, yeets him, just yeets him over the cliff, and then he crawls up the cliff, and kisses Rey and dies. So, Gary, is that a promising character for a spin-off movie?
Yeah, I can't wait to see more of him kicking his own ass. Really, like that, you know, I didn't see the Rise of Skywalker. I didn't bother. So,
You were
and
smart.
I've been told that's you know, probably beneficial to my health and well-being. But yeah, you know, I saw on Twitter that they were saying that Kathleen Kennedy is owed an apology. That went around. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Guys.
So are we? Is that assuming that a Kylo Ren movie would have solved all the problems, or
all of them? Every
all
one
of
of the Disney Star Wars problems would have been solved with this one movie about a guy kicking his own ass. What a metaphor! A metaphor for Disney Star Wars.
It's kind of Chaplin-esque. You
Yeah.
know? I mean, it basically Charlie Chaplin, you know, like instead of like, you know, the potato dance in front, it would be the potato dance with him bent over from the back, and the potatoes would be going into his own ass in a charming little scamp way, you know, in a delightful like dinky 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 doo dinky doo. I mean, that's what I see right there, man. You know.
What we missed out on, my gosh.
I'm surprised. Actually, I understood, Doug Nelson, that Adam Driver had expressed a desire that he had never done the fucking movies, and that he wanted no part in Star Wars. I seem to recall that in some kind of interview or something. Maybe I'm mistaken? You know, I don't. But that was the impression I had.
I remember he was upset that they had gone through a lot of trouble to shoot scenes, him to train for this big climactic battle for the Rise of Palpatine, and then they cut it all out. Remember that? I mean, there's a reason why it costs over $600 million. God damn, that's always got to get me. But because they kept shooting it right up to the moment it was released in theaters, and it's no joke. I mean, it was like within weeks. And it was going to do this, it was going to do that. It was just a hodgepodge of mess. Finn was going to reveal he has force powers, and they decided, scrap that. And then still left scenes in him trying to tell Ray, I've got to tell you something. Yeah, later, Finn. And
Right.
he never does. It's like, we couldn't cut it out. We ran out of time. I mean, it was just, and $600. Yeah, I mean, $600. Yeah, if only 600 million. And after that, hey, let's keep funding Star Wars. I mean, but the Kylo Ren movie that was supposed to be called The Search for Ben Solo. So there you go. See, he's dead, but then so was Spock. So what they got to do is get his Contra from, I don't know, Finn, whatever. I guess she had to remember. So now she's feeling like she starts wearing the helmet around and no one understands why. And it's like, oh, she's got the soul of Ben Solo in her. And so she's got to go get his corpse, bringing back to, I don't know, whatever planet, Tatooine, I guess, and reunite his skull and stuff so he can live again. And then he will go, your name, you're Ray Palpatine. My girlfriend, I don't know. And so there you go. Wouldn't it be great? That would solve everything. Damn it, Bob Iger. God. But
well, I mean,
what do you expect? He has no respect for women.
No, it's true. I mean, the thing is, you said, that she has the soul of Ben Solo in her. Well, that's his first mistake. I mean, when you are with a girl, you're not supposed to put your soul or any part of your foot really into her. That's the wrong appendage.
Jeez. Man, no wonder he was so messed up. Why is he so upset all the time? And he keeps trying to use his foot. I know. Oh my God.
I know.
I mean, a lot of embarrassing things happen on the first time. Like, good Lord.
Yeah. Hey, what can I say? He's let me just say that Admiral, the Admiral's lucky that he didn't put the hole in Holo. Holdo, I'm just saying. Rick Magnum, about this. Anything?
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm asked constantly not to put the foot in.
I think now, unfortunately, we're just going to have Rick Magnum every week.
Well,
I'm good. He's cheap.
Well, all right then.
I'm cheap, but I work a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Anything to add about this particular story?
Kind of going back to what we were talking about with Adam Driver not wanting to do the role anymore. He said twice. I looked it up because when I read the article today, I'm like, wait a minute. I remember him saying he didn't want to do it, and he two times. One time in 2024 to the Hollywood Reporter, he said he was done, didn't want to do it anymore. Mm-hmm. And then in 2023 on a podcast, he said he wasn't interested. But now all of a sudden, he likes this director or something, so he said he would do it. But I also read that some fans sprung for an airplane to fly around and save Ben Solo or something.
Oh my gosh! Really?
Some fans actually paid for one of those planes that tows the big banner to fly around Burbank with that message on it. It was either fans or KK's really, really trying to hold on to that job.
Wow.
I don't know, man, but I thank you for verifying that I had recalled that he had expressed coldness towards the very concept of coming back.
Yeah, it was more than once. Yeah, it's on record there. So, I mean, everyone's allowed to change their mind, but don't say you've always wanted to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone else have anything to say about this particular topic? I think it's astonishing. I mean, it's just, dude, well, and the thing is, we've go ahead, Doug.
It's like, hey, we can get the groundswell about this, like Snyder cut. Well, that's because there was a cut. I mean, this movie hasn't been made. supposedly there was some discussion about a movie about a guy they just killed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I gotta say, and I'm just interested in if any of you guys have an opinion about this. I feel that Justice League, the Snyder Cut, is the very best of all the movies that he did for the DCU. I mean, hands down, it was. I mean, it's 4 hours, and I was never bored. I thought it was great. I thought it kicked ass, and I was like, shit, I would like to see the next one. And that's when they pulled the plug. He finally got it right, I felt.
Yeah, I thought that it was good. I thought the Snyderverse, I think the first Wonder Woman was actually pretty good too.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't, to quote Doug Nelson, it was okay.
Yeah.
but the Snyder Cut was fucking brilliant. I mean, Doug, do you agree?
Yeah, it's like the same thing. It was, of the three he did, that was the best one. And I was glad we, got to see it. And sure, after I was, seeing it, I was like, wow, I wouldn't mind seeing this continue, but,
yeah, no shit.
The situation being what it wasn't going to happen. So, yeah. But, that was a once in a moment thing, and it was successful, and they had it, and they were able to get it out there. And that was the only thing. I'm curious, to at least to see what it is and the difference between the two and all that. So yeah, it was nice. There's nothing like that for Star Wars. Now, granted, like I said, there were so many different versions of Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Oh well, released. Well, of course, we got the Palpatine cut, so I don't know. So I don't think they have anything left over for you to cobble together and say, "Oh, look what might have been."
Yes. Yeah. Gosh, what could have been? Oh well. Anyway, I would like to see the follow up to it, and that's interesting too. I mean, that's something else maybe we should mention in passing real quick before we get to the coming horrifying true life Halloween story that's unfolding even as we speak, allegedly. Apparently, Skydance is circling Warner Brothers, and basically at this point, we have heard rumors and counter rumors that if indeed Ellison of Skydance gets a hold of Warner Brothers, James Gunn is going to be out. And there were some interviews with James Gunn where he kind of like hesitated and kind of let some things slip that, like a shadow of a doubt, and then like erased it. He said something about, well, no, we have long-term plans. I'm not sure if I will be here for them. That kind of thing, I think, is what I read.
He said he was answering a question. He said, and he almost said the word stay.
Right.
And he stopped himself short, and then he kept talking.
Right. So that's kind of an interesting situation. I don't know how, like, for example, I think Ellison recently said or made a statement, or a spokesperson said that the intention of Skydance would be to leave the creative teams alone and just kind of, do more kind of business consolidation type stuff. And yet, over at Paramount, it's been, heads rolling. So, past his prologue, how seriously do we take that? I don't know. Just interesting, worth mentioning. Anybody have any comments about this before? What?
Well,
I don't know. Like, not
the fall of Warner Brothers is hilarious.
I don't know. I don't know.
But it's understandable. He doesn't know where things are, and that's the way it is. And some people have made a note that Mike DeLuca got re-upped. He's the head of Warner Brothers Films, and but there's been no renewal so far of James Gunn's contract, which elapses next year. Oh, so wow. He's got time to finish Man of Tomorrow. That'll, if he's going, that'll be the last film he does for his DCU. There's also the things of, well, let's see what they've done. Superman needed to be I think it needed to be a monster hit. It wasn't. You know, it's just the best ones is, well, it's kind of okay. It's all right. You know, no, it needed to be way more than that. And regardless of James Gunn's approach or what have you, you know, that was what the task he had at hand. I don't think he went the right way with it. I think they spent too much money on it. I think if they had shrunk it down to just the basic Superman cast, instead of having Justice League in it and all that stuff, you cluttered it up way too much, wanting to get this whole shared universe thing launched and all that. I think, but you needed a solid Superman film, and you didn't really do that, and that was a misstep. Then he follows that with Peacemaker season number 2.
Number 2.
Yes,
on number 2.
Exactly. And I just like, oh man, yeah, did you mess up? And so that's what you've got. So, but don't worry, we got more films in the hopper. Well, you've got Supergirl, and you've already introduced, she's gonna be this drunken bitch. Well, I don't know about that. Then you've got that Lantern show, which it might be interesting, but I doubt it. You've got Tom King and Damon Lindelof writing that thing. The odds are, the fact that Lindelof is allowed to have anything to do with this after what he did to Watchmen, it's extraordinary. But nevertheless, so they got that. Then they got a Clayface movie, which is going to be a cheap horror movie of it. And then finally Man of Tomorrow. And then you don't have anything to really bedazzle your new owners that are going to come in here, you know? And so it can be a great property, but they're probably just going to like scrap it, start over, and we'll just stick with Batman movies for the time being. And maybe we'll revisit this down the road. My guess is that's where they'll end up. Maybe Supergirl will knock it out of the park and all that stuff. And you're going to have Lobo in it. You know, the girls love Jason Momoa, so maybe they'll show up for that. Maybe they'll, try to expand his scenes in it just for that reason. And and then James Gunn is, that was the plan all along. And then he's re-signed and all that. Maybe.
I don't know, man. Lanterns with Lindelof on it is going to be an abomination, is like unto books involving both Caligula and donkeys. That's the level of fuck that Lanterns is going to be. Seriously. I mean, it's going to be woke with King and Lindelof.
Oh, yeah, Tom King.
It's going to be just as it's going to make Lovecraft County look like, BJ and the Bear.
Yeah. And Doomcock, the only movie that the only movie of those that might actually be decent and might be interesting might be Clayface.
Right.
Because they probably might do it like the Joker because it's not going to have Batman in it probably. So you're going to have this villain and you're telling his story, which might be somewhat interesting and might have something good to come out of it. But the problem with this whole thing is that I don't think Gunn has had a really good plan for the overall universe. And the way that he's done his characters is terrible. I mean, Supergirl was one of the worst parts of Superman. And then Lex Luthor was not even Lex Luthor. He was terrible. And those were the worst parts of that movie. Now, you had some good in Superman, and the actress that played Lois Lane. Those are characters that you could move on and build with. And if you get a decent Batman, then you've got something. But really, he's not doing a good job of building this universe out. And that's not really his strength. I don't know why they made him as the showrunner. I would have brought him in to maybe do a collaborative movie or a side movie that you want to bring side characters in, because he's really good at that kind of stuff. But he's not the showrunner that you need for this. You need somebody that knows the lore, knows the comics, knows the past movies, knows these characters inside and out, and knows who to get to play them.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. If I was them, I would have maybe ditched the whole Supergirl thing and just had Jason Momoa doing Lobo.
Well, that's the thing. It's like James Gunn, I believe, could knock a Lobo movie out of the park. I think he could totally do that. And that's probably what he put up. See, that's the thing. He's not the guy for Superman. And him being the head of the studio is like, well, part of that job is finding the talent that can take these properties instead of trying to do it all yourself. Yeah. So you need to find the guy. Sure, starting off with Superman makes a lot of sense, but you needed to find the guy who could do Superman. Meanwhile, these properties that you could do, certainly, Lobo. That's, he's already done 3 successful outer space movies and stuff. There's Lobo. He could be your Deadpool property easily.
Oh yeah,
and
that
for
would have been inspired.
And you've got the perfect guy to play the role. He's, looks like he's born to play it. And hey, let's give him a cameo in a Supergirl movie. Oh my God, okay.
I hear they're doing reshoots to include David Cornsweet. As Superman so he wasn't in it. I mean, I would have assumed he was, but I don't know. Who am I? I'm just a simple country supervillain. I don't know shit. Anyone else have any comments about this story? No,
not so much. No, yeah.
It's looking like Paramount's got it. So there were other suitors apparently, but I think Paramount's going to get it. So or Skydance.
All right. Well. So here's the deal, folks. We don't usually talk about this kind of stuff, but it's Halloween. It's almost Halloween. So let's talk about a real life story that's spooking some people on the interwebs, on the Twitter X. And I think, Rob, were you talking about it a little bit earlier? Yeah, yes. I'll let you kind of take the lead on this. Mm-hmm. Harvey and I have talked about this on one of our Patreon Cthulhu Realm podcast.
Well, it's my podcast, not ours.
Yes, I understand. It's on his podcast that I interfere in. But so apparently, if you remember Oumuamua, a couple of years ago, strange object that swung through the solar system and kind of seemed to follow an odd trajectory that suggested maybe a course change. And Avi Loeb, who is I think the head of the astronomy department at Harvard, was saying, he was taking the bullet and saying, hey, this is kind of behaving like maybe it's an artificial object, and now we've got this thing much, much bigger that's been, driving, the interwebs crazy for a while. Atlas 3I, I believe it's
3i Atlas is the name.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's an object that is anomalous in many ways, and allegedly and I don't believe almost anything that I read on Twitter X, but still, and I can't get a straight story about this stuff. But I've got some opinions about it, but I'll let Rob, because he very articulately laid out the basics of this thing. Rob, what do you know about this thing? What are they saying about this thing?
Okay. So it's 3i Atlas is the name of this object, and it behaves similar to a comet in some ways, but in other ways not. It came from beyond our solar system, and it's traveling at enormous speeds. And the weird thing is, it's not orbiting our sun. Its tail is doing some weird stuff, and its makeup is different. So most comets are made up of, you've got ice, but you've also got elements of metal. You've got copper and other metals and nickel and some stuff. This one's only made up of nickel and some other things that scientists can't believe that it's made up of these things. And apparently at one point it expanded and got larger as it entered our solar system. Well, it flew past Mars on October 3rd, and NASA shut down their feed. And apparently the Chinese space team shut down their feed. Everybody on Earth shut down their feed, so nobody could get a good look at this, which is kind of strange. NASA officially said, it's because the government shut down. We didn't have the funding. Don't know. Believe what you want about that. We're not getting into politics here. But needless to say, it's getting closer to the sun. And today and tomorrow, it'll be as close as it is to the sun. And most comets fall into the sun's gravity, but this thing's kind of defying that. And there's speculation that it could, break up part of it into the sun, and who knows what that'll do. And then apparently it's supposed to come back around and be close to Venus on the 3rd, and then be closest to Earth around December 18th, 19th. And there's speculation that this thing may or may not be a comet, that it may be an alien spacecraft, and that it could spring off spores or something else to probe the Earth, is what the speculation is. Now, there's also speculation that it might be hollow inside, and it might be a different type of comet that we've never seen before, and that these are natural phenomenon. We just have never observed one. There's that speculation too. There's other speculation that, something could hit the Earth. However, based on everything I'm reading, it's not going to get close enough to really do anything at this time, but who knows? But yeah, that's what's got everybody spooked, is just the behavior of this thing has scientists going nuts, because it doesn't match anything in the laws of physics.
Well, that's an interesting point. I have some contrary views, but anyone else want to chime in on this? You were nodding, Rick Magnum.
Yeah.
You know about shooting out spores.
A little bit, yeah. Me and Harvey kind of have that in similarity there.
I read you, Rick Magnum.
Yeah. So, Rob mentioned the tail of this thing. The interesting thing about the tail of this object is that mostly when you see a comet's tail in the air or in the sky, the tail is facing away from the sun because the radiation and the solar winds push the tail away from the comet.
Right.
The cone on this thing is facing the sun, and it got larger, which they don't know how that's happening. It's supposed to be being blown behind it. Think of like a windsock or something. It is going the other way. And the material of this is they think it might be some kind of a nickel alloy. And as far as they can determine, it's only able to be manufactured. It has to be synthetic. Doesn't mean it can't happen in nature, but we have never seen that. So there's some weird things. And the other weird anomaly about the course that it's taking, this thing is approaching the sun on the exact same plane as the planet's orbit. So, we got all the planets orbit the sun pretty much on an even plane. This thing's coming in on that same plane, which is really, really, it's like a 1 in a million chance that something coming from outside the solar system would come in on exactly that trajectory to be even with the plane of the planet or planetary orbit. So it's really interesting. And Harvey Levy, you guys can look it up. He did do an interview. It might have been on Newsmax or somebody. Explains all this stuff. Really interesting. And I think he said he gives it like a 4 out of 10 chance that it's artificial from somewhere else.
All right.
Really cool stuff.
Well, now y'all know that I'm a believer that, the UFO phenomenon is not all bullshit. It's not like it's a swamp gas. I mean, before AI, pre-AI, there was some really, really great photographic evidence, video evidence, and I don't give a shit what they say. I mean, there's some truly, and if even one of those pictures is real, well, Bob's your uncle. It's a real phenomenon. Particularly those 3 pictures. My poor pickled brain is slipping, but I think it was in 1940 something. The 3 outside that farmhouse in black and white that kind of hovering over the farmhouse. That shit is that's legit. And the Helfin pictures. some of the Gulf Breeze stuff. But here's my point. No matter what you say about, 3I Atlas, it's traveling at sublight. If it's traveling at sublight, I mean, you say it's going fast. Well, if it's taken all that time to, I mean, it's been here a while. It's been here for months and it hasn't done shit. So I mean, I question whether, you know, it could be a crude, like in terms of having a crew, like an actual show. I mean, fuck, it would take forever for that thing to get, you know, even from the nearest star. You know, it's like I think the nearest star is what, 4 light years away or something.
Yeah.
Traveling at the speed of fucking light, which, you know, nothing in this universe does. At least not naturally. I mean, it would have to have some kind of, you know, thing where it could circumvent physics. That's why the whole warp drive idea. So I don't know. You know, what do you think, Gary?
I don't know enough about this particular thing. I haven't been following it over the past couple of days, but did you know anything about this?
I've not heard of this. This is interesting, though.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's just hovering outside our solar system or something? Or?
No, it's going right through it. And, you know, I think it flew past Mars or something. And now, I mean, why did it take so long to get to Mars if it's then going to be, you know, at the sun in a few days? I mean, what the fuck is going on with this thing?
And it's nickel?
Yeah, it's nickel. And they also speculate that that it may be hollow on the inside too. So who knows?
Wow.
It's just it's a weird phenomenon. It's not anything that anybody can explain, and the physics of it is just unusual.
Did they identify a shape or anything like that?
Well, no, I mean, we're not
really.
all we've seen is, like, you know, bullshit AI that's meant to scare us. And then, like, you know, lights, you know, from afar. Now, they may have gotten better pictures. I mean, like Rob said, for some reason, at the closest approach, they stopped filming.
Well, you know, maybe a brilliant scientist from a dying planet has sent his son to us to, you know, stop all this gay shit from being in our movies.
Really hope.
I don't know.
It's possible.
If it's hollow, I think Dr. McCoy is on there about to get married.
Exactly. Yes. The world of Unada. Yes. For the world is hollow and I have touched the sky. I was going to make that same comment, Rick Magnum. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Good job.
Doug, anything to add about this?
Well, let's just hope it's not the Vogon constructor fleet. I mean, I think earlier.
I know. Exactly. Yeah.
And we sent you plenty of notice. Yeah, all that. But at the outset, could it be some ancient alien probe? You know, that sort of thing. Which would explain why it's so slow and all that. It's just been wandering around. And it shows up here, and there's something out there, and that's about all that would come of it, unless you could somehow get it to come close enough to where we could get a hold of it. But how would you? You know, it's going to burn up and everything. So, yeah, sure, it's interesting. Just in time for Halloween, just in time to distract people from other things. It's always a possibility. But other than that, there's not a whole lot to it. It's interesting. But as far as hey, maybe there's some aliens. I seriously doubt that. It's like you said, why isn't it traveling at, light speed or whatever? Now, again, how do you approach that? Do you, never done this, and the power that you would have to achieve something like that would be extraordinary. You're talking about godlike power to traverse that distance. And so to get here, do you have to pump the brakes before, you might decimate the planet on arrival, stuff like that. But still, to traverse the entire solar system when there's only one planet that we know of that has any life to talk to, it seems like you would be on a more direct course or whatnot. But odds are, if it is actually something alien, meaning someone constructed it and sent it over here, then it would just be this information gathering probe, But
probably,
and the ones who sent it have been dead for a long time, Yeah. So the likelihood of something like that, it's possible. So it would,
interesting.
It would be absolutely cool. It'd be the greatest moment in human history, to have something like that, and say, oh wow, they did the same thing we did. We launched out a probe that's out there before it becomes V'ger. but
But
still,
yeah.
hopefully that's
Well-
not what this is either. Daddy, are you my daddy? Oh God. Yeah. But
Well, at least we had the courtesy to include some pornography with our probe. So I'm hoping on
Yeah.
Atlas we've got a Matilda May like, hot chick. Who,
oh God, yeah,
yeah,
that would be incredible. But more than likely, no, it's some jellyfish looking thing, What do you think, huh? Pretty hot.
Shit.
Well,
Well-
to each their own,
Yeah.
Hey, Doom, Gap After Dark is asking if you can tell with your Xanadu telescope if it's the Doomsday Machine from Star Trek.
I can't look. It's a small target, and I've looked around and I haven't seen shit. I'm sorry, guys.
No.
I'm not really. I've got a good telescope, but I'm not really an astronomer, and it's just like, it was like a little light, tiny little light. Fuck. I need to hack the Hubble or something. I don't know, but I don't know. I guess. I don't know. I mean, we gotta get on with this, but I guess partly I just wonder. We're all gonna die eventually.
What?
We're all gonna die. I know it sucks. Are there any of you out there in the chat that think like it would be a lot better to die in a grand, Michael Bay kind of a, alien invasion, like conflagration where everything hits the fan at once and there are no, nobody left to collect on their insurance, rather than just, petering out in a, in a old folks home somewhere or some shit. I'm just, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, I'm just like, well, I don't know.
That's a tough choice.
Yeah.
Like die in the usual mundane shit or die in the most epic moment of humanity's history.
Yeah.
We'll all be singing We'll All Go Together when we go.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to turn down bingo night at, the retirement center down the street.
True.
Yeah. Look forward to, aching back and dentures and shit, or a big fucking Michael Bay, all of your base all belong to us kind of moment, I don't know. I just throwing the question out there. And of course, Harvey Cthulhu pushing the button, same thing. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get to some of these super chats, and then we're going to talk about some horror movies. Let's have some fun. All right, folks, let's go ahead and do some of these super chats. And I really want to thank you guys for all of your support. Like I said, I want to thank you for, caring about, me and caring about the channel. And, it's a wonderful thing. And I have missed you guys, and I'm consider myself extremely lucky to be here tonight. I wasn't sure that I would be. And I don't want to get all, sentimental or anything, but I just want to say thank you. So let me go ahead and read some of these super chats, and God willing, we will be doing Friday Night Frolics on Halloween with all of our goofy songs and Harvey Cthulhu acting the fool and hey, pretending. Yeah. Let's go ahead and read some of these super chats here. Mr. Eagle Flying with a $25 super chat of incredible generosity. Thank you, Mr. Eagle Flying. Says no message, just thank you for being you. Well, thanks, man. It's been real fucking hard, and I'm not gonna lie, but I just want to say thank you for being you, Mr. Eagle Flying, and thank all of you for being you, because it means the world to me. Point Curation 1278 has been a channel member 46 months, and he says, "Hail DC, thanks for being you and your hard work." Well, thank you, Point Curation, and God bless you, and God bless all of you arch villains. This thing hit me suddenly. I had to attend to this emergency immediately, and I wasn't even able to reach out to my arch villains and tell you that I couldn't be at the live stream we had set. The only way that I could do it was on Twitter, because that's all I had with me. And so I apologize profoundly. I did in my message, and it killed me. It really hurt me too. I never, I don't like to let you guys down ever. And if there was any way I could have not, believe me, I would have. I did the best I could, but just want you guys to know I love you all, and thank you again for everything. And thank you, Point Curation. Saul Shymek with a $5 super chat. I'm not going to read the stupid numbers. Hail, Saul Shymek. He says, video game recommendation, Darkenstein 3D, a FPS homage to Wolfenstein 3D, but less serious. Free, fun, and over on Steam. Wow, that sounds like a fun thing. Darkenstein 3D? Wow. Sign me up. And thank you, Maria with T and Telly. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. And I've also I've owed you an email, and I've just been it's been tough. Anyway, I won't harp on that. Saul Shymek, Darkenstein 3D. That sounds fucking amazing. Jack White, hail to the great Jack White with a $5 super chat, anime and manga expert. Jack White says, hail my lord. Did you get the email I sent you Friday with a link to a big trailer announcement? Brother, I've been so fucked. The email is an avalanche, brother. I will go look for it though. I am interested. I got to catch up on email, but holy shit, am I behind, dude? And I'm so sorry. It's all I can do, just keep my head above water right now. Ranger Jedi has been a channel member for 50 months, and he says, hey everyone, probably going to bed early tonight. Well, sleep, Ranger Jedi, sleep well, my friend, and thank you for popping in and saying hi tonight for us. Jack White also with a $10 super chat. God bless you, Jack White. He says, the email I mentioned earlier, I just resent it. I hope you can cover it. It's content for a few minutes on tonight's show because it's pretty big news involving one of the big three console manufacturers. Well, I tell you what, if I get a chance, maybe while we're discussing Elvira, maybe I can take a glance at it. Sorry, Jack, I'm very disorganized right now, brother. But I will try and see if I can take a look at that real quick. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate you, sir. Descend into madness with a $5 super chat. And Descend into Madness says, boom, babaloom, baba moo, mao, Elvira. Boom, babaloom, baba mao, mao, Elvira. My heart's on fire for Elvira. Is that song? Elvira? Maybe. Hail to you, descend into madness. I think I have descended into madness. I haven't seen you around, but we're probably in the same region anyway. Madness is big. There's a lot of it about these days. And hail to Nemo Nova. Thank you. It's good to see you, Nemo Nova. And thank you for gifting 5 Overlord DVD memberships to this channel. Paula Vieter Gamer with a $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend. He says, hail and welcome back to the stage of history, DC and PCB. Just wanted to share that the mesmerizing Elvira has a Twitch channel of all her shows. Outstanding. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. We all love her here on Pop Culture Breakdown, and Gary is going to be filling us in on some of her history and talking about the movie, talk about Elvira. She's quite wonderful. Jack White with another $5 super chat. Hail to you, Jack. He says, it's been announced you're getting a Suikoden anime and light novel series recommendation, Malevolent Spirits Monogatari. Suikoden anime and Malevolent Spirits Monogatari is a light novel series recommendation. Thank you very much, Jack. Again, Jack White, anime and manga master, frankly, when you get right down to it. Also games. He knows a lot. Warachi with a $10 super chat. Hail to you, Warachi. He says, ration to be shared. Candy corn with laxative. Metal.
Yay.
Metal-filled candy apple. Uh-oh. Candy straw with corpse powder, chocolate with rat dust, popcorn balls with curare, Guyana Kool-Aid, raisinette with rat feces. Mm-mm-mm. Gary picked a great week to fucking escape. Well, thank you for the warning, Warachi. I'm not going to touch any of that, but shit, I'm going to hand it out to the lizard men when they come trick-or-treating. That'll show them. That'll show those bastards. Saving Star Trek with a $2 super chat says, welcome back, sir. Thank you, Saving Star Trek.
That's Admiral Teague.
Oh, Admiral Teague. Hail to you, Admiral Teague. All these names have changed, you know, but we still remain. We still remain the same. After changes upon changes, we are really just the same, as Paul Simon added to the boxer subsequently at the Central Park concert. I'm a Simon and Garfunkel fan. Pleased to meet you. And Walter Tomaszewski has been a channel member for 50 months. Hail to you, Walter Tomaszewski. And he says, newly built crossovers in play. You sound great. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm actually on a temporary mic here. But I'm glad that it's coming in 5x5. And thank you, Walter Tomaszewski. Hail to you, brother, as always. And Jack White again. Hail to you, Jack White, with another $10 super chat. Boy, Jack is on his way to becoming a producer here on Pop Culture Breakdown, as he frequently is. Thank you, Jack White. And Jack says, game series recommendation. The Fear series, short for First Encounter Assault Recon. You're a member of a military unit that deals with the supernatural, and you have a slow motion ability in it. That sounds pretty cool. So you're basically a military-like assault team dealing with supernatural creatures. That sounds fun. Is it really serious, Jack, or does it have a sense of humor? You know, I really like X-Files, you know, that kind of thing. Kolchak, you know, horror with a sense of humor. I really enjoy that stuff. Descend into Madness with a $5 super chat. Hail to you, Descend into Madness. He says, glad you're back, DC. Personally, I blame Harvey for last week. That son of a gun. It had to be him. And he says, it's Evan Peterson. YouTube finally switched to my handle. No explanation. Well, hail to you, Evan Peterson. It's going to be hard for poor old Doomcock to put all these new names and faces together. So keep reminding me if you would, Evan. Hail to you, sir. And God bless you, Descend into Madness. Boy, we have 1.8 thousand watching. Hit the like button if you're enjoying the show, folks. We would really appreciate it. And thank you for coming and making this return to the air a successful one. We really appreciate you. Don Lewis with a $1.99 super chat. Hail to you, Don. He says, this is a quote from Dragon Lady. Welcome back, Doomcock Summer. Hail to you, Don Lewis and Dragon Lady. Thank you both for being here tonight. We love you both, and God bless you, brother. Flex Honcho with a $5 super chat. Hail to you, sir. He says, there's only one man the country and the president can call when the chips are down. Machine Gun Caveman. Yep. I said Machine Gun Caveman on a live stream, and it's taken off. It's taken off. Machine Gun Caveman. I kind of like the sound of it. That's kind of a good idea. And thank you, my friend. SHS Rebels 08 with a $9.99 super sticker, the likes of which I've never seen. I honestly have never seen this. It's Bushiba shouting good luck and with some colored tags there, or a fan or something. I've never seen that before. Thank you, SHS Rebels 08. You are absolutely awesome. And God bless you. And the Guardian of Azarath says, what the fuck? You're down to 373 subs. Where do those 2,000 subs go? They're unsubscribing people right and left. I keep telling you guys about this, and I know you get tired of hearing it, but it happens every single day. People are unsubscribed without their knowledge, you know, and you should check to make sure you're still subscribed, and make sure your notifications are done, and watch a whole number of my videos in a row to ensure that maybe you'll get notifications from you know, the algorithm. Because if you watch like say, you know, 5 or 6 of my videos in a row, just, you know, let them run, algorithm figures, hey, this guy really likes, Doomcock stuff, and you might actually get notifications. But yeah, that's what's happening all the fucking time. They steal subs constantly. Ghost Rider 505 with a $9.99 super chat. Hail to you, Ghost Rider 505. He says, hail DC. I'm so sorry to hear what you've been going through. My thoughts and prayers are with you, sir, and the rest of arch villains and usual suspects. Amazing times to be alive. Yeah, man. The Chinese curse. May you live in interesting times, right? Well, we're living them, man. We're living them. Hail to you, Ghost Rider 505. It's wonderful to see you tonight, my friend. Thank you for coming here. Really appreciate you. And Kurt James with a $49.99 super chat. Hail to you, Kurt James. He says, hail champions, wrathful wrenches, esteemed panel, Harvey and company, and welcome back to our incomparable, invincible, indomitable, incredible, guess those should be O's, outstanding Overlord DVD. So glad to enjoy another episode of Pop Culture Breakdown. Kurt James, dude, you are a producer tonight on this Pop Culture Breakdown, and from the bottom of my heart, brother, you always do your best to support us, to promote us on Twitter X, and you're just awesome. I wish I had a honorary badge to award you. Hail to Kurt James. God bless you.
Hail Kurt James. Hail Kurt James.
He is a great guy. He is a great guy. And we love you, Kurt. And I haven't forgotten about you, buddy. You've just, kind of gotten sidetracked here. Bun 299 with a $20 super chat. Hail to you, Bun. The great Bun 299 is an arch villain, by the way. And he says, given your absence last week, I can only assume either you or a close family member was hospitalized. You don't have to give us details, but many of us prayed. God, who is above, even Harvey knows, even if we don't. Well, thank you, Bun 299. Thank you for your prayers, and please keep them coming. Please keep them coming, because things are not resolved. So please, keep the prayers coming, folks. Could definitely use them. Kefka Madman has been a channel member of mine, 40 months at the Doomentite level. Hail to you, Kefka Madman. Says, gaming news. Nikkei has hit its 3rd anniversary today and hit the climax of the prologue of the overall storyline. Free gifts and stuff for newbies. I don't know that. I don't know that game series. So congratulations to them, and sounds like a definite cause for celebration. Hail to you all. Jack White with a $5 super chat says, series recommendation, The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. Hail to you, Jack White, who I suspect is or is heading towards being a producer on tonight's show. Hey, thank you, Jack White. The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. Holy shit. Well, we need that. We need that certain someone, don't we? I think we do. Michael Whitehead, all the way from the UK with a 10-pound super chat. Hail to you, Michael Whitehead. He says, give DW the Dallas treatment. Clara wakes up from Jody to present was all a fever dream, but seriously, to save these IPs, give them to Japan. As I've said before, look how they produced Terminator Zero. Yeah, they really did a great job with that. That was an animated show, folks. The animated Terminator anime actually kicked ass. Not gonna lie, it's absolutely true. All right, folks, let's thank you for your super chats. We will go ahead and get back to them here shortly, but let's get back to our show, and let's see if we've got some folks have joined us here. We've got the great Andy Masterson. Hail to you, Andy Masterson.
Good evening, everyone.
It is great to see you, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. My wife left me yesterday, but it's only for 5 days, but you take what you can get.
Hey, take my wife, please.
Oh my God.
Well, you're looking very Night of the Living Dead, and very nicely done, Andy Masterson. It's good to see you, buddy.
Likewise.
Well, you know what? I think we've got a review of a great, apparently a great horror movie that's out there in the theaters that Rob is going to talk about, and I've got a few kind of topics of discussion just to kind of go around the panel in a round table kind of way and get some of your feedback to some of these questions I've come up with. But before we do that, Rob, why don't you tell us about this movie?
Yes, Frankenstein. So I got to see this movie in the theater. It's got a limited release. Netflix actually released it into theaters the past couple of weeks. Apparently this week, according to the director and some others at Netflix who put some stuff out there on the Twitterverse, they're expanding the number of theaters that it's going to be in. So if you get a chance, folks, go see this movie in the theater. It is a really good movie. First off, it's not woke. Second of all, it is a little bit long. It's about 2.5 hours, but it's really captivating. The cinematography is amazing. The sets are brilliant. They use practical effects for a lot of it. The acting's really good, and the story is fantastic. It's not like the original Frankenstein movies from the 30s. It's more like the book in a way, but it takes a detour from the book. The story is broken down into 3 separate segments, which flow really well. What I liked about it was I was captivating the story. I wasn't worried about any kind of real life stuff being said in the 1800s of this movie. There was none of that crap. It was just a story which focuses on the characters and what they're going through and their side of the story and what they experience. And it drew me in, and it was a good story. This movie is probably going to be up for some of the awards for this year, although you're not given a whole lot because this year's been a lot of crappy movies, but this will probably be one of the award winners for this year. And I'd say it's about an 8 to an 8.5. It's a little slow in some parts, but the acting, the cinematography, the story is really good. So if you get a chance to see it in the movie theater, see the new Frankenstein. Otherwise, it's out on Netflix in a couple of weeks on like the 7th.
Man, that sounds great. Anybody have any questions for Rob about this? Anybody seen it? No,
I haven't seen it. It was in a limited release in San Jose, but I didn't get to it in time. It was pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, it was. I was surprised. It knocked my socks off literally.
That's great. Wow, how did that happen?
Well, it was a dark and stormy night when I went to go see it, and it involved a wet shoe. But we'll get to that another time.
Wow.
If you see my review for it, I'll tell you a goofy story about my wet shoe and sock.
It's nice to know that there's a really good horror movie out there.
Yes.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I really want to see it. Well, that's good. I'm glad you like it. I'm definitely going to go check it out now.
Did you like it better than Weapons?
I don't know. Weapons is pretty good. They're both different types of horror. But I think they're both going to be up for pictures of the year because both are very good. Weapons and Frankenstein have been the 2 best movies I've seen all year.
We kind of screwed the pooch a little bit on Weapons. I don't know. We got sidetracked, and I think we were thinking maybe we'd wait for Halloween to talk about it. I got to say, Weapons, in my opinion, is one of the best fucking horror movies I've ever seen. I really, really, really loved it. I thought it worked. All the things I was afraid of, that there wouldn't be a good explanation, that it would, peter out at the end. Bullshit. It's a fucking masterpiece in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I really, really, really fucking loved it. And I'm so glad I got to see it on the big screen before it left. Great stuff. Anyone disagree with that? Doug, did you see Weapons?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think?
Oh, I loved it. I mean, it's just a great movie overall, besides just being in the horror genre, and just the whole structure of it, everything. It was nice to see someone, be creative and try.
Right.
Something of that nature. Once in a while, it's good to at least see that, Oh, look at you. You did something. But yes, probably the best movie of the year.
I agree. And it's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. You know, I mean,
it's on the
I don't,
list. Yeah.
I don't see I didn't see any flaws in the fucking thing.
Not
I was blown
really.
away.
No.
I was a little worried, like at the start, with the teacher, and the alcoholism and stuff. But nah, man,
well, that's the thing.
it
It leads.
sense.
Right. It leads you a lot of ways, and it's like, yeah, I know something's up, at the outset, but where is this going? And then even when they get there, it's like it could have gone badly so easily in a lot of different ways. And yet it suddenly it's like dark comedy comes into play and stuff. It's just a treat, a buffet of treats.
It's some genuinely shocking shit, I mean, it really.
Very disturbing and creepy, all that, but it's a horror movie, So.
I mean, let's just go around real quick and just get comments on that. Gary, so you liked it? What did you think of it?
Oh yeah, I loved it, and I totally relay everything you guys were saying, and Natalie saw it too.
Natalie, what'd you think?
Well, I have to echo pretty much everything that you all have said already. I thought it was pretty much close to a perfect movie. And the way I'd wrap this up in particular, I think what it does so well is it's such an experience, like you're really there with these characters, sort of like catching your breath, almost like this filmmaker, his first movie, Barbarian, if any of you have ever seen that. But that was that way in theater. And it's such a movie, you really need to experience it in theater, I think, just to really get the full effect of it. And it takes you on such a ride. I mean, sometimes literally, but just such a great movie. Very impressed.
Great imagery. And, I was worried that it would peter out the end, like pull a Lost, not make any sense or, just be like, cause the first thing the kid's saying, no one knows what happened. I'm like, I almost got out of the theater. I rolled my eyes. Oh, God damn. So that's what you're going to really, but no, fuck no. The gas station scene. Shit.
Yeah.
The gas station scene. I don't want to give away, but.
Wow. Yeah.
God dang. Rick, did you see it at all?
No, I didn't get a chance to see it yet.
You're not a big horror fan, honestly.
Not too much, but when I do see them, I end up loving them. It's just it's like jumping in the pool. You just got to go. You just got to.
You just got to jump in. Andy, did you see it?
Yes, I did. And a little known fact, they cut out the scariest scene in the movie of Aunt Gladys and her thong. But
Oh, thank God.
Oh God, that was awesome.
Oh dear. Well, fuck you. Those who see
Pray for that director's cut. Pray for that director's cut.
Oh yeah.
there's a reason I keep my action figure that looks like me under wraps because it goes on the planet. Ooh.
Jim Cock, I would say this with weapons and even what I saw in Frankenstein is the key to these movies and why they're so good is you had great character-driven stories and you give the actors something to work with that tells the story with their craft. And that's what is so great about it. You're following these characters and you're interested in what's going to happen next because they've got room to grow and room to bring you into the story.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, great stories. It's a fucking great movie. I'm gonna definitely track down Frankenstein. Thanks for that review, Rob. So I've just got some questions here, just as like points of kind of conversation, in general about horror movies for Halloween and stuff. Just to start off with, I'm just going to go around the table. What is your favorite movie monster out of all of the movie monsters? Can you pick a favorite? I'm just curious, for me, it would probably be the creature from the Black Lagoon. But I mean, it's tough. I mean, Dracula, there, Godzilla to go the other way. I mean, it's a kind of a interesting question. I'm just kind of curious what other people would think. Gary, you do you have one?
I do. Do you have one? Go ahead.
I was just thinking, I don't know if I can think of one.
Well, mine is Bruce the shark from Jaws.
Good answer.
A close one at this point would be the creature from the Black Lagoon, because that's like, I love the Gill Man. I love the Gill Man. But Jaws, to me, it's such an ugly, scarred up, sort of elongated and exaggerated, almost like it's not a kaiju, but I mean it's not streamlined like a real shark. It's really ugly and disgusting. It's got a scar on its eye. Yeah. I really love Bruce. Bruce was like the very first monster movie that I ever encountered when I was 6 years old, like, that I was scared of. Jaws was like one of the biggest movies to me ever, and it is still scary. Every time I go scuba diving and I look out of that dark blue water, man, I don't care about a shark. Great white shark come up to me and be like, fuck off. But if Bruce is coming at me, I'm dead.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
Yeah.
And Natalie, you can't think of you can't settle on one.
Yeah, I can't think of what are some of the favorite one. Gosh, I was trying to think of the different monsters.
That's all right. I mean, we don't put you on the spot here. We're not gonna bug you. But if one comes to mind, let me know. Rob, what's your favorite movie monster?
Well, it's tough to say because I mean, my mom raised me right on the classics. So I grew up watching Dracula and Frankenstein and the Wolfman and the Invisible Man and the Creature from the Black Lagoon and all those great horror movies from the 30s. Just fantastic. I'd probably say it's Dracula, but I would say a movie that I definitely always have to watch that we've covered on this channel is Young Frankenstein. And you've got to go with that monster too. He's part of it too, which I always get a kick out of with putting on the Ritz. But Dracula is probably my favorite. He's the one that I probably dressed up the most as a kid, with probably either the Mummy or the Invisible Man also up there because people don't talk about those characters as much. So.
All right, that's a good answer. Rick Magnum, Ron Jeremy doesn't count, nor does any part of Ron Jeremy count.
Well, yeah, you'd have to specify Trousers Monster for that. But, no, for me, this is going to be a weird one. There was a really cool movie in the 80s called Dreamscape.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
That Snake Man thing used to scare the bejeebus out of me.
Sean, I have a casting of one of those stop motion Dreamscape lizard men.
Oh, do you?
Shit.
Yes.
Wow.
I will show it to you. I'll send you a picture.
Oh,
I didn't know that was your favorite monster.
Yeah. It got into my psyche, man. I would have dreams about that thing, and I'd see it on the screen and watch it like that. But yeah, that's got to be my favorite one.
Holy shit, that's very cool. Good. These are good answers. See, this is kind of the shit maybe we should start doing, like in the second hour. It's just like I'll come up with topics that we can discuss because I think it's fun for the audience. Mm-hmm. Doug, what's your favorite movie monster?
Well, it's really tough because there are so many, and of course always had a soft spot for the Universal characters, and you're pretty spot on about the Gill Man being the most impressive. I mean, that costume holds up to this day. Yeah. It's really an incredible achievement what they did. And all of them, I guess, I had a fondness for Frankenstein. I felt sorry for him. Not the doctor. He's an asshole.
Yes.
But the monster, Dracula was cool. So he's probably the cool one of the batch, but the Gill Man is just such a cool thing to do. But the horror movie monster that had the most impact on me was The Thing from John Carpenter. That hideous, whatever that is, and just, I guess because it gets more, it's like, Jeff Goldblum's The Fly, the body horror of it, what it, and it's merging with people and all that. It's just so disgusting. And, that movie had a massive impact. I mean, I was, a little kid about that, especially the who do you know, who's who, and all that sort of thing. Of it. It's a great, probably Carpenter's best film. And so, The Thing.
All right, that's a good answer, Andy.
Much like Rob, I grew up watching all the classic Universal, so I kind of had a little bit of a thicker skin callus. But the thing that really scared the living hell out of me when I was a little kid was Mr. Barlow from Salem's Lot. When you finally saw that vampire who was kind of like a cross between Nosferatu and like a worst nightmare, and he turned around at those and he just with that face was he was just terrifying. That kept me up for a few nights. So yeah, I would say Mr. Barlow. He was a really cool looking vampire.
Well, that's really interesting because it feeds into my next question very neatly, which is so what movie what movie scared you worst as a kid? What horror movie scared you the worst as a kid? I think some of you maybe have already answered this. I mean, it's not necessarily your favorite monster would be the one that scared you the worst, but just going around, I think you answered that, Andy. Would it have been Mr. Barlow?
Oh yeah. Well, the scene that petrified me the most was the little kid floating outside the window, scraping at the window. I was just my brothers were making fun of me. I was sitting there with a blanket over my head, holding a crucifix in my hand, watching this thing. And I'm just petrified of this little kid. I'm just certain that I'm going to hear a scratching at my window. It probably would have been one of my brothers, but you never know.
That was scary. You know what really scared me in that movie in particular was who's the guy that plays is Juliette Lewis' father in real life. He's in Salem's Lot, but he's got these black eye contacts in, and they're shooting a beam of light at his eyes, and you get this. He's got black eyes, but it's a white reflection in him. That shit's terrifying. That shit is terrifying.
Absolutely. Would you say that was the movie, Gary, or would it have been Jaws?
No. When I think it's still Jaws. I don't mean to be boring or anything, but there's a moment when you're looking at, there's a shot of Hooper's eyes in the mask, and you can hear him scream through his bubbles.
Yeah.
And that's terrifying enough. But there's a scene where you see his point of view, and the mouth of the shark is just like this and ramming into the fucking shark cage. It's stressful and scary. It's terrifying to me. It's just it's the worst predicament to be in. You can't get anywhere outside of this cage, and there's a giant monster it's all teeth coming right at you.
Yep.
It's terrifying. It's horrifying.
It is.
And I'm going to go with my gut, or what just came to mind, I guess, because I watched it as a kid, but that, 1970s, where there's Medusa and it's
Clash of the
Titans.
Clash of the Titans. But, Medusa, and it freaked me out that the way I guess the intensity of they couldn't look at her face, they had to fight her without, making eye contact, or they just turned to stone. But that was pretty, a scary concept watching as a kid, at least.
Yeah.
I dated her.
About Medusa, I used to be married to her daughter.
Oh.
Barely got out of that one, Doug.
Holy shit. Yeah. No,
well, you had a mirror in the shield, right? So you could navigate your way out. Yeah.
Medusa's a good one. Medusa is a terrifying
she's
monster.
Pretty scary.
Yeah.
Ray Harryhausen.
Ray Harryhausen, yeah.
Love it.
Good
Yeah.
choice.
Rob, any answer here?
Well, other than that movie, That Thing You Do, which has the bass player that looks like me, that freaks me out all the time.
Robert
it's the same actor that's in Vegas Vacation, so I get the Mr. Papa Giorgio jokes because he looks just like me in that. But I always got freaked out by Christopher Lee's portrayal of Dracula in the 70s, those cheesy 70s movies, because he was kind of dead on scary with some of his antics.
Yeah.
So those always freaked me out as a kid. So
good choice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Rick?
The question of the scariest movie, yeah?
As a kid. That scared me worse as a kid.
Hands down, there was a movie with Christopher Walken called Communion.
Oh
And
my
Oh,
god!
you guys know
yeah,
the scene
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about,
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
where he
Yeah, that's
wakes up
right.
in the middle of the night and that gray alien's like
Oh.
peeking around the door.
Yeah, that's
Fuck, I
good.
forgot about that.
Yeah, that one.
And Walken's reaction, he's just like, nah.
Yeah, he's like,
they just close up on him, and it like moves into the dresser, and then right behind the dresser, you see this little alien head. It's like,
yep.
oh,
Yeah.
God,
Oh,
that was so fucking scary.
Peekaboo.
And he goes,
Oh, that's a good one.
I know you're there. Like he says something like that.
Yeah. I know you're there. Yeah.
My question is, am I going to get a probe? I'm going to have to hold the probe
Is
in
it
my
an
Oh, no, you're
watch?
probing.
for 10 years.
Holy shit! Yeah, no.
Oh.
Well, that's the weirdest fucking movie because actually Christopher Walken is scarier than any alien.
Yeah, you see, the alien wasn't spying on him; he was hiding. He was
Yeah,
terrified.
he's like, oh fuck, I'm in Christopher Walken's house.
Yeah,
Shit.
Right.
The
Beat
probe
me
is in
up.
the form of a wristwatch.
Yeah.
The rubber
Trying to
sock
watch
is
my
Walken.
ass.
I kept this hard, uncomfortable hunk of watch probe my ass.
It's pretty hard to top. It's not a horror movie, but The Silent Partner, when Christopher Plummer is like, he's like,
oh, in the mailbox. In the mail slot. Yeah.
Yes.
One day I'm going to come inside, and I'll be inside, and there's nothing you can do about it.
like,
Yes.
It was terrifying.
I'm not going to come in today, but one of these days you're going to come, and I'm going to be on the inside. And that'll be the day you wish you'd never been born. And then the lid slams shut.
It's just his fucking eyes, like,
Yeah.
and I'll be on the inside. Click.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Christopher Plummer is a scary motherfucker.
Oh, he's terrifying.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I thought he was terrifying as Captain Von Trapp in Sound of Music. I don't know how he got that. The guy is ice cold.
Ever. Von
He's
Trapp.
terrifying in Dragnet too.
He's terrifying.
Yeah, he is.
Doug, who are we? I think we're on Doug, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
What movie scared you the worst as a kid?
Well, and Andy reminded me of that scene in Salem's Lot. Yeah, the kid floating outside the window really freaked me out as a kid. But I'm guessing probably Halloween. That one, because it's sure there's supernatural elements in the undercurrent there, but at the same time, it was like it's just too real. Yeah, and then. Between that and like Psycho, like it was terrified to take a shower, that kind of thing. But yeah, Halloween, it was hard to go to sleep after watching that.
Nothing scarier than a man in drag.
Yeah, I know. Bad enough. It's your most vulnerable state. You're in the shower, you're naked, and then here comes the dagger. And oh, did you have to wear a dress too? Good Lord. Yeah. This is how it ends, huh? Well,
not with a bang, but a girlfriend.
Mother.
Yeah.
No, but Halloween is one of the best horror movies ever made. It's just a wonderful, stylish classic.
Just top to bottom,
masterpiece.
It's fantastic film. Yeah.
Absolutely. Andy, what scared you as a kid worst?
Ruth
We
Gordon.
already answered it, right?
Well, that and Ruth Gordon in pornography. That was pretty bad.
Oh. Ooh.
She's not even a 19-year-old girl, but she had to give it back because she was getting it all wrinkled.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, that's pretty terrifying.
All right.
So what movie freaks you out that wouldn't necessarily be considered horror? This is an interesting question. For me, I can tell you, fucking After Hours, that Martin Scorsese movie with Griffin Dunn, where he goes out, he tries to go out at night, and Catherine O'Hara follows her back to her apartment. No, it wasn't her. It was what's her name? And maybe she's horribly scarred. Just like the night unfolds and he can't make it stop, and the weirdness just keeps coming and coming and coming, and eventually there's angry mobs on the street hunting Griffin Dunn, and he's his one moment of solace is in this like skinhead bar with chain link fence and pitch black, and he just asks, would you please just dance with me to this mysterious silent woman there? I just want some human contact, would you please? And it just plays, Is That All There Is? Peggy Lee singing that, Is That All There Is? That's one of the scariest fucking movies. It just really freaks me out. It's something along those lines. It's certainly not horror per se, but it makes me very uncomfortable. Gary, any movie like that you can think of?
Well, aside from cruising, I'd say probably Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That movie's really disturbing.
Yeah.
So I'm not alone in that, because that was on my list.
No, you're not alone, man. That's something we have very much in common. That, like, with I mean, the kids are pretty much dead, right? Like, yeah. I mean, they're dead. And like, I don't believe Wonka when he's like, oh, they're fine at the end. I don't believe that shit at all. The scene where they're on the boat and the freak out, and you see like a real chicken's head being cut off, like in a kid's movie, like.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that one really scared me. Yeah. What do you think?
Fucking Oompa Loompas, fucking Oompa Loompas with their evil dirge songs with like flowing 60s psychedelic like lettering from Clockwork Orange. Fuck me. That's really some of the most horrific shit.
It's a very, very disturbing movie.
Natalie, anything?
I mean, American Psycho was kind of disturbing.
A movie that is not particularly considered a horror movie, but scared you anyway.
But it was still scary. I
don't think that's considered horror necessarily. I mean, maybe. I guess it is.
I thought it was hilarious. That's just me. I mean, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, boy, I've had dates like that.
Do you like Huey Lewis in the News?
The book is actually really good.
No, I can't think
of it. I think Natalie's out.
I'm out. God.
That's all right. Hey, listen, I sprung these on you. Rob, any movie that is not or necessarily considered horror that freaks you out?
Other than That Thing You Do, What Lies Beneath? Yeah, What Lies Beneath freaks me out at the end. That ending scene of that movie is just freaky.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen What Lies Beneath?
Don't spoil it.
Oh my god!
I haven't seen it.
Ending the movie is freaky. That freaks me out the most. And then the other movie that is really weird that I saw for the first time in high school was Pink Floyd's The Wall. That is a weird, messed up, druggy movie that I just was like, what am I watching? It's so weird and freaky.
Clearly, you didn't do enough drugs.
Clearly, no, not at all.
Terrifying. The Wall.
I was like, why are we watching this in theater class?
Yeah, no, I got you. Rick Magnum.
For me, this is gonna sound a little strange, but the movie that freaked me out the most was Rear Window.
Oh, interesting.
Really good movie, but it's very disturbing to watch, because these folks are trying to solve a murder, but there's this underlying voyeurism in there, and you can't peel your eyes away from the movie. It's so well done. So yeah,
it's a masterpiece. That's weird that it freaks you out though.
What's really kind of about that too is when Raymond Burr looks at the camera to the binoculars.
Yeah,
that's really scary when he realizes that they're looking at him, and he just looks right at the camera, and then you see, Stewart's like, oh shit, get into the dark.
Yeah, I think the freak out is underlying, because I'm you put yourself in those characters' shoes, and that fear of getting caught, or like you just said, Gary, like that fear of them seeing, like, just kind of, Kind of gets it. It gets into your under your
And
skin a
Burr
little
looks
bit.
right at the camera to
Yeah.
the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fucking great. Doug, any movie that is not particularly horror or considered horror that freaks you out?
Well, Last Jedi. It's been disturbed ever since, you know. I mean, a lot of the David Lynch movies, you know, Lost Highway and Mulholland Drive and stuff like that. Yeah, they'll do that, you know. Probably Lost Highway. Well, yeah, both of those, you know, because then you're always left with what the hell was that? You know, that kind of thing. So there's I don't have anyone in particular.
Doug, have you seen What Did Jack Do?
No.
Okay, so you got to look that up. You want to talk about weird, scary David Lynch shit? The whole time David Lynch is interviewing a spider monkey, and the spider monkey's talking back to him. It's called What Did Jack Do?
Oh wow!
I think it's on Prime. It's like a short 17-minute movie. I'm not going to tell you anything else about it. Go check it out.
All right.
Well, I would say Eraserhead of all.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
That one is like a fucking filmed nightmare. It really is like the worst freak out movie for me personally. And I didn't actually answer the other one. The movie that scared me the worst as a kid was Soylent Green. Scarred me for life.
Oh man,
scarred me for life. You know, I don't know where I saw
it alone because now it's like real to our neighbors in the north.
Yeah, it's fucking it was fucking nightmare because I knew that it was probably coming true, and I've lived my whole life like with in horror of Soylent Green. That's a
right. It's not one of those. Oh, come on, no one would ever do that.
Right.
Well,
I've never been able to eat canned corned beef and hash ever since then.
Especially green, which is probably a good safety tip. Andy, any movie that?
Well, I guess it's debatable whether or not it's actually a horror movie, but Misery. That idea that just that person living next door to you could be that crazy, and of course, like we've seen that in recent years where we've seen neighbors that show us just how crazy they can be. But at the time, it was very disturbing, and it changed my ideas of ever writing a book.
I'm sure there's a lot of ladies that watch this show that want to hobble your ass.
Yeah.
Wow. That's right.
Oh, you're going to write that book, Andy. You're going to
make
write
that action figure, Andy.
Hey,
man.
Yeah.
Hey, look, if no one's done it to George R.R. Martin yet, I think I'm safe.
One scenario where you're rooting for the
Andy Masterson, joke of the week. He wins every week.
He wins everyone.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, so who was the greatest horror movie star of all time? Who played the best character? What actor is the greatest horror movie star of all time?
These are hard.
Yeah,
well, you know, it's point to be thoughtful and not to just like the usual kind of shit, you know. Because I really, you know, for me, the king of horror, even though Lon Chaney, I think he peaked too soon. A lot of people aren't familiar with Lon Chaney, but he was a master of horror makeup and you know, maybe his greatest thing, London After Midnight, is lost to time. But for me, the greatest horror actor of all time was Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi is for me the greatest. I mean, you know, he was iconic. He played a lot of different roles. He was actually a better actor than people give him credit for. And he was such a legend that, you know, later on in, you know, Ed Wood, and, you know, he became a legend all over again, played by Martin Landau. You know, he's just a tragic figure, He turned down Frankenstein's monster because he said, there has no lines. It's beneath me. And that opened the door for Karloff, who then, was more cooperative and became the biggest, universal horror star. But pound for pound, Bela Lugosi, for me is my favorite. He's the Humphrey Bogart of horror for me. I wish he'd been in a lot more things, but boy, I love him in Bride of the Monster, all of Ed Wood's stuff. Let's just go around and what do you think, Gary?
That's hard to top, man. I really can't. I mean, I don't know. Okay, wait. So all right. Let me get the question square here, so I make sure I answer accurately. Who is the greatest
horror actor? Or played the greatest role? It's kind of hard to.
Okay, for me personally, this is probably going to be a little bit of a boring answer, but it's going to be Frank Langella as Dracula.
Wow.
I love Bela Lugosi, and I'm not going to repeat what you said.
Sure.
Because he's in he's on a level of his own. By the way, I just got his death mask.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Yeah. To me, the creepiest, scariest Dracula to me, bordering on Gary Oldman, is Frank Langella.
Interesting.
I don't know if you guys noticed this, but if you watch that movie Dracula, the one he did with I think it was John Borman that directed it, but he has this astigmatism in his eyes, and his eyes like twitch back and forth, and it's terrifying.
Wow. Okay.
He's impressive to me. Yeah. It was the Broadway version of Dracula, which was originally played by, I think, Raul Julia. Or no, it was played by Frank Langella. Raul Julia was the understudy. I would have loved to see Raul Julia as Dracula. That would have been great.
Well, was it the original Broadway script?
I think it was. That's what the 1979 Dracula is, I believe. It's the Broadway version of the story.
Because Lugosi played him on
Broadway.
Yeah,
well,
originally.
Yeah, that's how you got.
Again, I didn't want to copy what you said because I'm trying not to be boring here.
No, absolutely. No, Langella's a very interesting.
Langella to me is the most interesting Dracula that I personally have seen.
Wow, Natalie.
Outside of Lugosi.
Any answer, Natalie?
Okay, I'm trying to just go with what comes to mind, I guess. But I think being that I watched The Shining for the first time about a year ago, Jack Nicholson, I will say I really enjoyed his performance. I thought it was pretty terrifying, and I thought he, did an excellent job in that movie, just going insane and turning into a psychopath. So yeah, maybe not a psychopath. I guess there were other factors going on, but who knows? That was interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Nicholson's awesome. Rob.
So I think it's Karloff. He and Lugosi are right up there, 1A and 1B. But Karloff, not just Frankenstein's monster, but in The Mummy, in several other movies where he's just playing. He didn't even have to put on the makeup, and he was scary. He was even a freaky villain in one of the episodes of Wild Wild West. So just his voice alone made him creepy and scary. And what he could do with these different characters that he played in all these different monster movies just made him outstanding to me. He's the one that I think of as the best overall. And Lugosi's right up there with him. So that's who I would say.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That damn Karloff. Rick Magnum, what say you?
This is going to be a weird one, but it would be Julian Beck, who played the preacher in Poltergeist 2.
Shit! Yes,
that was so well done.
Are you lost, sweetie?
Yeah.
Sing that song. Oh my God!
What the fuck? Wow.
That guy killed it. But, I had read somewhere that he actually was going through cancer at the time they filmed that. That's why he looked the way he did.
No shit.
Yeah.
He looks like he's dead. Yeah. When he him through the screen.
What a creepy role that was.
He looks like a human, just a skeleton, a walking skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh
that was.
God,
he did it so
pick.
well. The way he smiled, like
What a good pick.
He looks like the Grim Reaper. I mean,
I heard he became president at some point, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Doug?
Well, once again, it's very, very difficult, and there's so many different factors. I mean, I certainly, Lugosi pretty much takes the crown out of all this taking out, because I mean, you got a guy who comes into this, literary character of Dracula, and then makes it his own, and then becomes the face even to this day. So it's like the other guys is like, I like the Christopher Lee movies, even though he didn't. Maybe the first one, poor guy. Christopher Lee is one of these towering talents that never got, I mean, he got some good roles here and there and stuff, but I mean, for the most part, he would get wasted a lot. It's kind of a sad thing. But Lugosi creates that iteration of Dracula, and the long shadow that casts is just undeniable. So it's like, as far as impact goes, it's tough to beat. The second runner, is Boris Karloff. Same type of situation. But yeah, there's plenty of other movies where the people had really great performances. There's certainly like the Jack Nicholson in The Shining. Yeah, that's a really great, incredible performance. But as far as a whole genre of capturing that and that element, it's got to be Lugosi.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Scotty, you've earned your pay for the week. Well done. I love it. Andy?
Difficult question, because so many things come into play when you're talking about the genre. Lugosi is clearly the icon, because there's nobody who, every time you think of Dracula, everyone's mind automatically goes to Lugosi, and then everyone else kind of falls in line behind him. His, the cinematography with the shadow where they would just light his eyes and he would just peer into it. That was a level of acting that it would have been cool to go out and have a beer with this guy to kind of see what was going on in his head, like, or maybe that would have been scarier. But then again, like, when you talk about horror, there's nothing that's really quite as that stands out as a performance. But every time you heard Vincent Price's voice, it just conveyed that, like, you were, all it needed was that, staccato and fugue in D minor, it would just be, you just kind of got that feeling, to the point where anything you saw him in, even if it was a serious role, you were kind of looking for that little bit of a tweak in his eye, like where he was going to be something a little more sinister. And he really kind of exemplifies a lot of that horror. But there's so many, like, I don't believe that anyone has played as good of a Frankenstein as Karloff. He just, there was a tragedy to him, like, and other people have worn the makeup, but there was, and maybe he was just because he was so miserable in that makeup, but you felt bad for him. There was, like, you have Lon Chaney Jr. that had like the droopy dog face that you just kind of felt sad for him anyway. He's always like, "Oh, I'm going to turn into a wolf," and but Karloff had that thing, but those early guys, and like you said, Lon Chaney Sr. with his ability when he did Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and he did the entire transformation with no makeup, and it looked like a completely different actor when he was finished. That was absolutely terrifying. It was just stunning. But I think Lugosi takes the cake as the greatest of all time, just because he created something so iconic. So to this day, I don't know that there's anyone who has surpassed his gravity on the film in that character. So I'd have to give it to him.
I love it. Yeah. Angus Grimm, by the way, people were mentioning from Phantasm,
Yeah.
There's a lot of great actors that have, great roles and, maybe one or two horror movies, but Lugosi over the body of his work. I mean, many of you don't know, he played the first supervillain on screen. Bela Lugosi was Roxor in Chandu the Magician, not the serial that he starred in as Chandu, but he was a villain in this great movie that's kind of forgotten these days. Chandu the Magician is a fucking masterpiece. and he has a death ray, and he's a Arabic kind of character. He's wearing a turban, and he goes on this long like monologue rant for like 2 minutes talking about how he's going to use this death ray to level cities, and I Roxor whose hand wields death. I mean, it's just fucking awesome, and you guys should absolutely check that out.
Yeah. Also, Doomcock, real quick, Lugosi, one role that's unbelievable that I don't think people mention is Igor in Son of Frankenstein.
Yeah,
he's magnificent in that.
Yeah, he really was very clever, very excellent. Just an excellent actor, and his stuff with Ed Wood, that home I have no home, that speech is absolutely maybe his greatest scene, and Ed Wood gave it to him. I love that. I really love that. So, here's one specifically for Gary. So I'll go to him last. What horror movie prop would you covet the most? Out of all the horror movies you've ever seen, what horror movie prop would you covet the most? Andy?
Boogie Nights.
Andy, that wasn't a prop. I was the double for that shot.
Oh, good Lord. Dirk Diggler, yes.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know what you were fucking talking about. I was thinking Amber Waves isn't a plot. Isn't a prop, I was thinking, Amber Waves. But, all right, well, that's his answer. I didn't think Boogie Nights was a horror movie, but okay.
I have to say, if I'm looking at props, the things that have to take the cake would be, let's see, what was the thing with the Hellraiser? That box is like because and I'm just thinking this as something that, like, as soon as you see it, it's something that could sit on a coffee table and nobody would know what it was. But if you knew what it was, it's like, oh my God, that's the thing. But like, of course, once you've been to Gary's garage, when you see you're kind of like, holy shit, like, yeah, I remember that, and I remember that. But like, you're thinking of something so iconic in a horror movie that stands out, and I think that is such a good prop, because most of the other horror movies are defined by the characters, but that thing right there, it kind of sums up the whole movie in that one little thing. It's kind of like if you were to take one scene from Jaws, you could like pop up the image of that barrel or the tooth that Hooper pulls out, and everybody's like, oh my God, it's Jaws. It's like, so there's very few things I think that you can point to in a movie that just automatically conveys and takes a person back to that movie. And I think that's one of them.
Ben Gardner's head.
Yeah.
That would have been a good one.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of what,
Doug, any thoughts?
Well, I mean, like the Gillman suit, that'd be a great thing to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always had a fondness for the War of the Worlds flying craft, the Martians were using. Any one of those would be really cool.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I just love that design and everything, even though they were supposed to be tripods in the book and everything, but ever since that movie, I'm like, no, it's that.
Oh yeah, it was gorgeous. And I love the
Yeah, I know the sound, and then when it's getting you realize it's getting ready to fry you, and and then it builds up to it,
Yeah.
So yeah, what that is.
That's a great one. Yeah.
You know what, Doug? Real quick on that, there's a guy up in Mountain View, which is near where Google is, and he has the wooden form buck of the spacecraft from War of the Worlds.
Oh wow!
And we were asking him at one point, a friend of mine and I, like, where's the ships? I don't know if you know this, but apparently the ships were made out of copper. But when the movie was finished, you're going to hate this. When the movie was finished, they donated the copper to the Boy Scouts for recycling.
Oh,
no, couldn't they have saved one?
Jesus.
They
my
shredded them all up. They recycled the copper for the.
Oh,
You know, copper's a
But the-
valuable asset.
But the wooden buck that they crafted the copper over still exists.
Okay. Well, at least
So-
there's that.
Yeah. Isn't that heartbreaking?
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
God.
At least save one. Come on.
That was one of the
It's an
coolest
iconic
ships ever,
film. You know,
man.
it should be
Oh,
hanging
God.
next to the Enterprise at the Smithsonian. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I love that shit.
Sean, that's your next project.
Yeah.
Rick?
Actually, I don't know if this is going to invalidate the question, but it's actually a prop that I had. I owned one. It was a good guy doll from Child's Play 2. My dad knew a guy that worked on the show, and there was a scene in that movie where they're in the factory, the good guy factory.
Mm-hmm.
And so my dad's friend grabbed one of them for me. So I had in my room, I had a Chucky doll. It didn't have clothes or anything. It was made out of foam.
We're frightening.
Where is it?
But it had the wig too. So
What did you do with it?
It got destroyed in the Northridge earthquake.
Ah,
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It broke into tons of pieces and just it was
Whoa.
all disintegrated. And
Oh.
yeah, it was a cool thing. I had it up on my windowsill and it always looked down on me. That was a cool thing to have.
Jeez, man.
I know.
Hey, at least you didn't have an Annabelle story with it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Holy
Oh, man.
shit.
Yeah.
Rob?
Oh, for me, given thought about this, I'd want a chest burster from Alien. Have like a jacket on there and like push a button and have the alien come out of my chest and scare me.
Oh, a fake one you want.
Like a fake one, but it'd be cool to have the bottle and stuff. And then you can put a little hat on him and give him
the top hat and
hello,
cane.
my baby. Hello, my But yeah, I always thought that would be a cool prop to have is one of the like the aliens that comes on your chest.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
That is, I was going to say Dracula's cape. Bela
Yeah.
Lugosi's cape.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
But the alien, I don't know. That's a damn good one. I'm surprised I didn't think of that. And of course, Matilda May doesn't count as a prop.
Damn.
No, that's not true. She counts as a prop.
Well, okay, then
She
Matilda
didn't have
May.
any lines, and she wasn't bolted down to the set. That is the direct definition of a movie prop.
Okay.
You don't have
Hey,
any
Gary-
dialogue, and you're not bolted down to the set. You are a movie prop.
Gary, can you get the mold?
I'll call her up, Doug. I'll call her.
Okay, thank you. See what you can do about that. Christmas is coming, so.
Yes. Oh, yes, literally. Ba-ding boom. Friends.
Maybe not the only thing coming.
Christmas isn't just giving. Christmas is coming. Go ahead, Gary. What is your answer? I know it's a tough one.
I'm assuming Natalie doesn't have an answer for this, right?
I can't think of one of those either.
Yeah,
I really
okay.
was thinking.
All right, so a lot of the stuff you guys named, I actually have. This will be really good for you guys, by the way. But for me, I was just thinking about this. Like, I was thinking about the creature from the Black Lagoon. I've got that now. That's like a really cool thing to have. But one thing that I would really like Kill to have is one of the original Strickfaden devices from Frankenstein.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Tesla coils, the
Right.
the electricity. I've got a real Tesla coil, but to have one of those original pieces, which they're somewhere in like some prop or somebody's private storage unit in West Hollywood or something like that. And they were actually re-rented for Young Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein features all of the original Frankenstein
yes
Strickfaden equipment, which was all made by Strickfaden, who was building them for like, I think it was like circus sideshow type things.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be cool to have one of those, just one of those pieces to me would be, because I can't replicate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you have to have that.
Sure you can.
Well, Gary, don't you have like some of the set pieces from Young Frankenstein?
I have one. I'm the only one left.
Okay.
The only one left.
There's
Yeah.
a gargoyle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the gargoyle faces on the wall of the laboratory, and it actually looks like Mel Brooks.
Yeah. It
It looks a lot like Mel Brooks. So,
Also,
yeah.
I don't consider Forbidden Planet to be a horror movie, but if it was, then Robbie the Robot, hands down, would be the prop I would most want.
Oh man.
Period.
Where is that?
Well, Fred Barron got a hold of it, and he duplicated it. He's the one that sells them these days. But I mean, God, I don't know. I mean,
where does he live?
I don't know. I don't know.
Kidding.
George R. R. Martin has one piece of shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Another reason to hate that prick.
Oh. Rick Magnum. What did you just find out, Rick?
Oh, I looked up where Robbie is. Whereabouts are unknown. It was sold in auction in 2017 for $5.3 million.
Wow.
Whereabouts unknown.
Has there ever been a prop sold for more than that?
Not that I can think of.
Jeez.
I don't know. What are the ruby slippers of
not 5.3.
Not 5.
No,
yeah,
not 5.3.
Maybe like a couple million, but $5.3 million for Robbie the Robot. Holy, and nobody knows where it is.
Right.
That's what it says. Yeah, I know a lot of times those people.
An anonymous buyer has it somewhere.
Probably in Dubai or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna sink.
Yeah.
Oh, the Maltese Falcon statue.
But it's not a horror movie.
Yeah, it's not a horror movie, but it sold for like 4.2 million or something like that. Steve Wynn bought it, but there's some doubts as to its authenticity. Oddly enough, there's some doubts as to because you can go into a large pit here. All right, Doug. Dude, I'm glad you were able to stick around and have some fun. I had more questions, but we got to move on to the movie. But this was fun. I think this was
I had a good time.
We should do again. Doug, go ahead and plug away, my friend. I know you've not been feeling well, and go ahead and tell us all more about your entertainment empire.
The channel is called the Nelson Ratings, where I talk about, the stuff we talked about here. It's just me doing it. Yeah. But also there's the podcast, Mr. Nelson Show, on radiomisfits.com or wherever you get your podcasts, and do enjoy that. And on there, I do these audio plays of all these fun characters, one of which is called Night Night. And just by a staggering coincidence, I did a comic book based on it. Oh, look, Rob has his. Where's yours? Well, you need to get over to indieplanet.com and look up Night Night and get your copy of Night Night today. Yes, look at that happy face. Good Lord. Yes, even he almost as happy as that Cthulhu mask he had. And he owes it all to the Night Night comic book. Yeah. Yeah. So you want happiness? There it is. Head over to indieplanet.com, look up Night Night, and get yourself your copy of Night Night.
Thank you very much, Doug Nelson. Really appreciate you being here, buddy. And sorry you've been feeling. Oh, looky there.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, sweet.
As far as I know, there's only 2. Night Night action figure. Yes.
That is
awesome. You'll have to talk to Andy about that.
It's a funny book, you guys. Check it out. It's really
great. They're great.
I really enjoy it. I'm a massive critic, and I really don't like a lot of independent stuff, but Doug is like one of my heroes. I really, really, truly mean that.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, there's that bad guy who thinks he's as good as Night Night, but come on, we know the truth.
Night Night and Bat Tom. Yeah, I wish happy birthday to everybody. I sing happy birthday to people on my age.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Doug. God bless you, buddy. Hope you feel better.
Thank you. My pleasure. Happy Halloween, everybody. Have a good one.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, Doug.
All right. Good night.
All right. Well, let's get to the rest of these some of these super chats, and then let's get to our movie this week. We got a lot to talk about here. All right, folks, let's get to this here. Let's get to some of your super chats, and I hope everybody's been having a good time. I think this has been an excellent show. I've certainly been having a great time here, and I hope everybody else has been having a great time. Royston S. Bailey with a $2 super chat. Hail, Royston. He says, you know what's spooky? The billions Disney spent on Disney Plus. Well, yeah. Those spoo that scare you. I agree, sir. I agree with that entirely. Royston S. Bailey with a $2 super chat. He says, Doctor Who's the most easily recoverable. Trek is done. Yeah, Trek is so fucked. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it could ever be fixed. I hope so, but I don't know. And thank you, Roger Hurst. He's saying, glad you're back, Doomcock. Thank you, Roger. I appreciate that. Hail to Kelvin Wellborn as well. Thank you. Thank you all for your kind comments and the congratulations on being back. I really appreciate it. I'm only kind of part ways back, but hopefully, taking care of business and getting back into the New York groove, as they say, as soon as I can. Descend into Madness with a $2 super chat says, I almost forgot. R.I.P. to June Lockhart. Yes, even I heard that June Lockhart had passed. Mother Robinson from Lost in Space, and a lot of other shows. June was a wonderful lady. June Lockhart, ladies and gentlemen. We lost her, and very, very sad. So God bless her. May she rest in peace. And hail to you, Chief Shadow 1750. I've been worried as well, my friend. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you out there in the chat. It means a lot to me. I can't tell you. Royston S. Bailey with a $2 super chat. Hail, Royston. He says, why are Iger, KK, and Feige not being held accountable? I don't know. I couldn't say. I really, heck, if I understood that, I think I would understand the secrets of the universe. I just don't. I wish I had an answer for you, brother. I just don't know. Archer Merchant with a $5 super chat. Hail to you, Archer Merchant. Archer says, he sent me this article. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. I've been really dealing with a whole bunch of shit, Archer. I do apologize. But he says, did you see the article? 100+ salary managers being surprise laid off for Burbank and California Disney parks yesterday. That Ben Solo movie, least of their worries. I haven't been in the groove of news, Archer Merchant, and I didn't have a chance to read that, but it is an interesting story, and I really appreciate you thinking of me and sending me that article. I hope you understand, brother. I've just been, dealing with this ongoing situation. It's taken up all my time, but God bless you, Archer Merchant. You're a good friend, and thank you for sending that to me. And the Zilla Man 89 has been a channel member 61 months at the Dumentite level. Hail to you, the Zilla Man 89. Also, I believe he's Dixon Cider, also AKA Dixon Cider. And Dixon Cider, the Zilla Man, says, hail to you all. Have some Christmas gifts for you and Sean, and maybe Harvey if he behaves. You rock. You rock, Zilla Man. You rock, Dixon Cider. We love you, buddy, and thank you for being here tonight, man. And I will be in touch, brother. I will be in touch. Jack White, who is surely a producer now on the show, with a $10 super chat. Hail to you, producer Jack White. He says, some series recommendations for DC and Rick: Superheroes, World's End Harem, Himekishi ga Classmate, High School DxD, which is great, by the way. I love High School DxD. Trinity 7, High School DxD is got to me courtesy of the aforementioned Dixon Cider. So hail Dixon Cider. He says Trinity 7, Queen's Blade, To Love Rue, The Testament of Sister New Devil. Hail to you, producer Jack White, who also adds with a $2 super chat, series recommendation, Hero Without a Class. Thank you so much, Jack White. Hail to you, brother. thank you for being here tonight, man. We really appreciate you. And the amazing Mr. House Party 6, what a great guy. Gifted 5 Overlord DVD memberships to this channel. God bless you, Mr. House Party 6. Thank you so much for that, man. And channel members, I want you to know I will be getting you new channel member videos just as soon as I can kind of, get back in the groove of things. I'm going to try my hardest as soon as possible. Bear with me, folks, and I'll get back on my every week schedule. I really care about you guys, and I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Casey's Creepy Creations with a $5 super chat. Hail Casey's Creepy Creations. He says, hail DC. Harvey, panel, and chat. Missed you, brother. I missed you too, man. I definitely missed you too, Casey, and God bless you, brother. Hope you're doing well as well. Scott V with a $2 super chat. Hail, Scott. He says, hail, Doomcock and panel. Happy Halloween, everyone. Live long and prosper. Live long and prosper to you, Scott V. And Israel R has been a channel member 20 months at the Dumentide level. Hail to you, Israel R. He says, hail, DC and panel. Y'all look great. I'm catching the show and driving. Wow. But wanted to say that I'm glad you are back. I've missed you guys. God bless. God bless you, Israel R. Thank you. I hope you pulled over before you text. I hope you're driving safe, and God bless you, brother. Thank you for that. And thank you also, Israel R, for gifting 5 more Overlord DVD memberships to this channel. Dude, it means a lot to us. And maybe the Wrenches will post a link to all of the exclusive channel member videos that I've done. There's a playlist, so y'all can kind of tear through those and enjoy them, I hope. They're generally uncensored and demonetized, and I say whatever the fuck I want in any way that I want, and I don't get hassled. That's why it's demonetized. Edward Bailey has been an arch villain of mine for 17 months. Hail to you, Edward Bailey. He says, welcome back, DC and Harvey. You are caught up. No rush getting back to full speed, except for Harvey's child support.
Hardy, har fucking har. Edward Bailey, you son of a bitch.
You even got your,
Yeah, I see his damn emojis, his damn avatar. Screw you. Let's move on, shall we?
All right, let's move on. And hail to you, the Comic Relief Crusader, Big Old Moose, Apple 2GS, SP4H, the Mr. Clint out there, Susan Dolan, Steve Hall, Wes Cagle, the usual suspects, Primark, James Schneck, Artfire, Horror King. It's great to see you all here tonight. Thank you so much. I've really missed you guys. It's been horrible. Jack White has been a channel member for 33 months at the arch villain level, and he's a producer tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And Jack White says, light novel recommendations. These are series recommendations, actually. The Strange Adventure of a Broke Mercenary, 8686, The Hero and the Sage Reincarnated and Engaged, Our Last Crusade or the Rise of a New World, God's Games We Play, and Liar Liar. Folks, you should listen to Jack White, because the way that Hollywood is going, and entertainment is going in general in the West, people are increasingly looking to Japan for unwoke, good stories, original content, and he knows a lot about it. So I hope you jot those down. And hail to the Comic Relief Crusader out there. Really appreciate you, buddy. Green Lion, Heather L out there, AMS, and I saw TD earlier, she's gone to bed. It's great to see all of you. AMS, it's wonderful to see you, my friend. Nick Horton, Justice for Rebecca Forever. It's been an arch villain of mine for 68 months. Hail to you, Nick Horton. He says, welcome back, Doomcock. We all missed you and Harvey. Your daughter wants her cut of your wampum, you terrible dad. Pay your dues.
Cannot squeeze blood from turnip, as the old saying goes, and consider me Mr. Turnip.
All right. Well, we'll see. Spake, 759. Hail to you, Richard Spake. Been a channel member 26 months at the Dumentide level. Hail to you, Richard Spake. He says, howdy, boss. Just know that we've got you in our thoughts, our prayers, and most importantly, our hearts. Never forget that we are a family here. Dude, I never do. I never do. And that's why it was really hurting me. Not being able to reach out to you guys and not being able, just I felt in a way like I was letting y'all down, and it really, really bothered me. So thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate you. And I'm sorry they changed your name, dude. But I know who you are. There's only one Richard Spake. Flex Honcho with a $5 super chat. Hail to you, Flex Honcho. He says, someone call in the Tall Geese and Wing Zero Gundams. Hail to you, Flex Honcho. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, let's do that. Tall Geese, Wing Zero Gundams. Attack. Wayuatan with a $2 super chat. Hail you, Wayuatan. He says it could be someone else's version of the Voyager. Well, that's true. Could have been like a, lost generation ship, Wayuatan. Hopefully not commanded by someone who is kind of a bargain basement, Katharine Hepburn. But other than that, sure, why not? And the Dead Man with a $1.99 super chat. Hail to you, the Dead Man. He says, on Halloween night, the dead will rise again. Well, we'll be there singing about him and joking about him over on Friday Night Frolics. Knock wood, with luck. So I certainly intend to. God bless you guys. Hope that you'll join us for Halloween night on Friday Night Frolics. I think it's going to be a heck of a show. I think we're going to have a good time. And Michael Beacom with a $5 super chat. Hail to you, Michael Beacom. Says, Overlord DVD, you scared the crap out of me. Thought you were going Gil Bavel, Mike Alonso 2.0 on us. I'm glad you're back. I'm very glad I am too. And I will reiterate, I am not currently ill that I know of. It's not a medical thing. Well, not for me. So anyway, yeah. I tried to put that out there and let everyone know I'm not, that I know of. I mean, you never know, but I'm not in the shadow of the Reaper or anything at this juncture that I know of. Always qualify that because you never know. Nemo Nova gifted 5 Overlord DVD memberships to this channel. Thank you so much, Nemo Nova. Hail to you, dear lady. You are very sweet. And we appreciate the support and the amazing and wonderful Casey's Creepy Creations. Please subscribe to Casey, folks. Casey Osowski. He gifted 5 Overlord DVD memberships as well to this channel, which is really wonderful. Wonderful thing to do. For folks, our fellow usual suspects, and for the channel itself. And Michael Beacom with a $20 super chat and a $5 super chat. Hey, hail to you, Michael Beacom. I really appreciate those, brother. And he says, I spent last weekend with Robert Carradine. He was a great guest. He confessed to being rather intimidated by John Wayne. He says, I walked up to him and he just kept getting taller. He did not recall Wayne talking about death scene. Yeah, like his favorite death scene or anything. He says, he continues, Carradine admitted that he was influenced by his hippie brother David during the Cowboys. The Duke was not impressed, and Bruce Dern scared him. Too method. Hail to you, Michael Beacom. Thanks for sharing that with us. That's super cool. And AMS in the chat says, Overlord DVD, TD and I are looking forward to Friday Night Frolics in Chicago this weekend. Please lend us Harvey. We promise he will be well looked after. Well, we'll see what we can do, AMS. Anything for you and TD. We'll see what I can do. What, am I crazy? I got to think about this. Angry Yeti TV's been an arch villain of mine for 29 months now. Thank you, oh Angry One. He says, all hail the return of Doomcock, the once and future Bucketheads. Bucketheads. Glad to see you back, brother. I hope things get better soon. God, me too. Knock wood. Thank you. Thank you, Angry Yeti TV, who is also an arch villain, as I said. God bless you, Angry Yeti TV. In Inspira Paz, with a $20 super chat. Hail to you, Inspira Paz. Says, I remember when Gary Ambrosia was complaining about teal walls all over the place, and a tiny fist from off screen. Oh dear, oh dear. I don't recall that at all. Thank you, Inspira Paz. I appreciate you very, very much here. And teal walls, teal walls. Are you sure it wasn't teal Walla?
No, it was definitely teal.
Okay, I don't know. And he had some kind of warning for Natalie, so I don't know. Let's see.
And Natalie doesn't have anything to worry about.
Oh, I'm not scared.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
I ain't afraid of no ghost. That's just what I was thinking.
You will be. You will be.
Oh,
Yes, indeed. Royston S. Bailey with a $2 super chat. For me, nothing tops the original Xenomorph. So that's his favorite scary monster, the original Xenomorph, which it really is. I mean, Giger's designs are immortal. Goku McDuck with a 20 Mexican peso super chat says, nice to see you fine and well, Lord Doomcock. Thank you, Goku McDuck. Hail to you, sir. I'm really, really glad to be talking to you all. I really have missed you. And Daytime Number of the Beast with a $2 super chat. Hail to you, Daytime Number of the Beast says, the stuff scared me a lot as a kid. The stuff. I don't think I've ever seen the stuff. Interesting. And Blackie Blackerson, been a channel member 20 months at the Doom and Tide level. Hail to you, Blackie Blackerson. He says, it was kind of goofy, but as a kid, I was freaked the hell out by killer clowns from outer space. Oh, man. That's a weird fucking movie, isn't it?
Yeah, that one is weird.
It's goofy as shit. Goku McDuck with a 50 Mexican peso super chat. Hail to you, Goku McDuck. He says, for me, not exactly a movie, but the trailer for The Fly 2 scared me as a wee lad. It begins as a lullaby and then chaos hits the fan. So a movie trailer scared the shit out of you. Screamin' Jay Hawkins scared the shit out of me as a kid. I was listening to Dr. Demento, like my parents would let me stay up and listen to Dr. Demento on headphones, so it wouldn't bother them. And so I'm listening to Dr. Demento, and then a commercial comes on, and just out of the blue you hear, "Watch out! Watch out!" And it's shit. Had to turn off the radio.
Yeah, he just had his last show last month.
Yeah. God bless Dr. Demento. One of a kind, man. One of a kind. And Udite1 with a $5 super chat says, if you hate After Hours, I wonder how you feel about Quick Change. It's a rather beloved deep cut in my circle. I've never seen Quick Change. I've never seen it. Does anybody on the panel know what that movie is?
Oh yeah, that movie's hilarious.
Yeah,
Bill Murray's like a clown that robs banks.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, and what's his name? Monk. He's in it. He's a cab driver, and he doesn't speak any English. And Randy Quaid's freaking out when they're trying to escape. Oh, it's a great movie.
Oh, it's really funny. It's not really creepy like After Hours.
It's hilarious.
No, it's funny.
It's sort of like a dreadful comedy, like because it's one of those things like kind of like After Hours where the main character just can't get away, and there's always horrible shit happening to them, and it's almost like frustrating. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe that's what he means.
All right. Well, cool. Well, you know what? Let's get to talking about the movies and the hot babe that we love. All right, folks. We are proud tonight to be talking about the amazing, lovely Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. The movie, the lady, the legend, the myth. Cassandra Peterson, her real name, really a redhead. And trust me, I know, because I have some of the original porno magazines that she posed for before she was in. Man, she is just a cool fucking chick. And Gary Ambrosia was tasked with coming up with some notes for the movie, but he actually just threw himself into this assignment, and he's got a lot of wonderful, wonderful notes for us. Should we go to? Should we? Let me know at what point when I should put the graphics up.
I say put the slides up. We can cycle through them. I mean, is there really a slide of Cassandra Peterson that we can't stare at for 20 minutes?
No. All right. Good point. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's dive right into the bosom. Here we go. The temptress of Tinseltown, the seductress of satire, the queen bee herself, bouncing and busting her way onto the big screen for the first time in Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Directed by James Signorelli, written by Cassandra Peterson, John Paragon, and Sam Egan, starring lots of actors, produced on a $7.5 million budget, and bringing in $5.6 million during its worldwide theatrical release. Oof. Kansas-born natural redhead and all-around ginger goddess Cassandra Peterson was only 17 when she was noticed by a producer of a live show while on a family trip to Las Vegas. It wasn't long after that Peterson went under contract for Viva Les Girls at the Dunes Hotel and Casino. After enjoying a performance of the show, Elvis Presley invited the dancers from the show, including young Cassandra, back to a penthouse suite party where Peterson and the King shared a duet and a few hours just to talk. While listening to the stories of the young teenager's hopes and dreams, Presley encouraged her to get out of Vegas and off to Los Angeles where she could become a star. After making an appearance in the 1974 movie The Working Girls, she was off to Italy where she met La Dolce Vita and 8.5 director Federico Fellini, who gave her a role in his 1970 film Roma. Cassandra made her way back to the United States in 1973 when she was hired by the Playboy modeling agency as a showgirl and hostess at the Miami Playboy Club. Not long after, the world-traveled showgirl was given an offer to audition for Penthouse magazine. A test photo shoot was held for Peterson, who bravely bared in the buff for all to see. She was assured that the photos were for the magazine's editors to review for publication and would not be seen by the public in any way, shape, or form. Cassandra never got a call back from the audition, so she figured they went with somebody else.
Plot twist.
In 1979, Miss Peterson joined the now acclaimed Groundlings School of Improvisation. It was there that she met Edie McClurg, fellow redhead and star of the John Hughes films. John Paragon, co-creator of Pee Wee Herman and John B. on the popular children's television series, Pee Wee Herman himself, Paul Rubens, and Saturday Night Live superstar Phil Hartman. The troupe became long-life friends and would go on to work together for decades on. It was in 1981 that Cassandra saw a real boost in her popularity when the photos from her Penthouse audition were published in just about every male gaze magazine on the market without her permission.
Wow.
Contrary to her surprise, she had appeared in several risque publications in the mid-1970s, including, pencils up, the December 1974 issue of Swank, Modern Man magazine, May 1975, Game magazine, June 1975, and Rascal magazine, August 1975. Pencils down. Apparently, Peterson was considered for the role of Ginger Grant in the Harlem Globetrotters on Gilligan's Island. However, she was replaced by Constance Forslund at the last minute, possibly due to those oh-so-lovely Penthouse pickies being unofficially released.
Wow.
6 years prior, Larry Vincent, the host of Fright Night, a late-night creature feature, had passed away. It had been the intention of Los Angeles broadcasting station KHJ-TV to replace the late actor. However, they just hadn't found the right talent. An attempt to revive the Vampira show, starring Vampira herself, Malia Nurmi. However, they tried to do that. However, this did not pan out. It was in 1981 that Cassandra went on to an open call audition for KHJ to host a new late night program showing old horror and monster movies. Drawing inspiration from kabuki theater style makeup, a bouffant hairdo in the likes of Ronnie Spector, and displaying all of the rest of her God-given assets, Cassandra created Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. 1 part goth goddess, 1 part valley girl, and 2 parts cleavage. The creation KHJ hired her to host Elvira's Movie Macabre in 1981. Whew. Elvira was a huge hit for KHJ, and as a testament to the show's success, 1 year after its launch, it was estimated that 2 million pairs of 99-cent cardboard 3D anaglyph glasses were sold for the episode showcasing the 3D film The Mad Magician. The show's launch led to 5 successful seasons, a number of mainstream television appearances for Elvira, including The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and a commercial contract with Coors Beer, Mug Root Beer, and Knott's Berry Farm theme parks hosting their annual Halloween celebrations. Boobies. About this time, the Grateful Dead and Kiss manager Eric Gardner saw Cassandra's ghoulish creation and offered to represent Elvira. Peterson thought this was great, however, expressed to Gardner that because the character was developed during the production of the show, she did not actually own the rights to Elvira.
Oh.
After a brief closed-door negotiation with KHJ, Gardner was able to secure the rights to Elvira for Peterson, and she signed on with him to manage the Mistress of the Dark from then on. It was not long after that the president of NBC, Brandon Tartikoff, excuse me, guys, offered Gardner and Peterson a sitcom series on their mainstream network based on Elvira. Although Gardner and Peterson did appreciate the offer, they decided to hold out. Oh, man, sorry, I lost my place here. I'm getting dizzy. All these boobs. They decided to hold out and begin producing a feature film. The reason being that they knew if they started off with a TV show, Elvira's future would be sealed for television only. Back in the late 1970s, early 80s, TV stars simply did not cross over to becoming film stars. Tartikoff gave this request his blessing, with the exception that NBC received the first right of refusal for a potential Elvira sitcom. Gardner and Peterson agreed, and Tartikoff ordered NBC to finance what would become Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, the movie. After working with him on Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Cassandra intended the first installment of the Elvira film franchise to be directed by Tim Burton. Burton, however, had already signed with Warner Brothers and was in production on Beetlejuice, hence he was not available. Easy Money director James Signorelli was hired to direct the film. Although he had only directed the one previous comedy starring Rodney Dangerfield and Joe Pesci, Signorelli had produced over 400 film segments for Saturday Night Live from 1976 up to 1988 and then on until 2011.
Man.
Cassandra collaborated once again with her old friends and fellow groundlings Edie McClurg, who plays Chastity Pariah, and John Paragon, who co-wrote the film and appeared as a gas station attendant. Paragon had previously written some of Elvira's gags on Movie Macabre and also appeared as the slimy super fan known as the Breather, who would frequently call Elvira during the show just to tell her a dirty joke and breathe heavily into the phone. An additional TV writer by the name of Sam Egan was hired to frame out some of the script in a proper format. Egan was hired by Peterson because he had written an episode of The Fall Guy titled October the 31st, especially for an Elvira appearance. During the writing process, NBC requested a storyline that would depend less on monsters and low-budget horror flicks, but rather echo the story told in Jeannie C. Riley's country hit, Harper Valley PTA. This request came with yet another request that a group of teenage actors be cast in the film in order to secure a younger audience draw at the box office. Chris Cam, who plays one of the teenagers named Randy, recalls walking in Beechwood Canyon one night and seeing Cassandra Peterson and her husband having dinner outside her house. The production and release of Elvira had long since passed, and they were reminiscing about their work on the film. Peterson told Cam that the casting for his role was down to 2 actors, himself and an incredibly beautiful actor. This guy was so handsome that Cassandra had to refuse his casting in the role, because if this gorgeous guy and the as-written love interest for Elvira were in the same room together, the other guy wouldn't have stood a chance. So that's why they cast Chris. And to make matters worse, if they went with the other incredibly good-looking actor, the film would have been a massive international hit. The actor who was turned down for the role of Randy was none other than Brad Pitt.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Alongside the Mistress of the Dark, originally cast in the role of Great Uncle Vincent Talbot, was legendary character actor and master of horror Vincent Price. Price had worked many times with Cassandra, appearing with Elvira on many talk shows and award ceremonies. Vincent's health at the time, however, prevented him from committing to the film. After 5 separate auditions, star of stage and screen William Morgan Shepherd was cast in Vincent Price's absence, who is known not only for this film, but also for his role as Father Meehan in Stephen King's Needful Things, as well as Dr. Ira Graves in Star Trek The Next Generation episode The Schizoid Man, and the prison warden of Rura Penthe in Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country. For all of you Star Trek fans out there, I know you guys are out there.
Absolutely.
Gonk, the supernatural canine sidekick, was played by Benny, a poodle of some stature in Hollywood, with credits as Bette Midler's pup in Ruthless People, starring alongside Steve Martin in The Man with Two Brains, and a Pepsi commercial with Marty McFly himself, Michael J. Fox. According to Signorelli and Peterson, Benny was a complete pain in the ass to work with. They had spent all day shooting a single transition shot where Gonk transforms from Rottweiler to poodle, to which the animal trainer actually told the director that in order for the scene to work, everyone needed to leave the set and the crew had to simply turn on the camera and walk away. Yeah, not how movies work. Kurt Fuller, who plays Mr. Glotter, recalls that the trainer hid a rag in his pant leg, which the dog was trained to bite down on, thus not harming the actor. When the camera rolled, Benny bit directly into Kurt's ankle and sunk his teeth right in, leaving a bite that the actor claims would not go completely away until another 15 years.
Oh my God.
Oof, what a pain in the ass. Animals and kids, don't work with them. For the scene where the town ties Elvira to a stake and proceeds to burn her as a witch, Cassandra was placed upon an actual stake surrounded with real kindling and logs. The actress was sprayed with a fire retardant chemical, soaking her dress and wig so that she would not actually burn. The chemical caused Cassandra to begin to itch like crazy, and as cameras rolled and the fire was actually lit, she claims this was the moment she regretted writing this particular scene in the film. The blaze practically cooked the woman with flames that reached higher than her head and sending her back into a state of post-traumatic stress. When she was only 3 years old, young Cassandra had been severely burned by scalding hot water while her mother was cooking in the kitchen.
Oh my God.
Much of her body was scarred from the incident, hence her actual terrified look when shooting the scene.
Oh my God.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Jeez.
The last scene to be filmed was the Flashdance musical number where Elvira imitates Jennifer Beals' classic glitter bath scene. Elvira, however, being tricked by Patty, is covered in tar instead of powdered tinsel. To achieve the effect, 20 gallons of black tempera paint were dumped on Cassandra, which she claims felt like getting punched in the face. The scene was shot in a single take, and it ended with Cassandra being absolutely drenched in black paint, creeping and crawling into every crevice of her body, up her sinuses, behind her eyelids, and in other places. Where was I? It remained for weeks. Seeing as the wrap party was being held just hours after the final shot, Peterson attended still drenched in black goop. Originally intended to end the film was a scene where Vincent Talbot's head explodes, much like Scanners. 3 gelatin heads of Morgan Shepherd's life cast were made and blown up, but the scene did not make the final cut. In its place, and much against the will of NBC, Elvira makes it to Las Vegas, where she has fulfilled her dream of becoming a showgirl and reveals her talent for tassels. A much, much better ending. Apparently, Cassandra was sick with the flu and 104-degree temperature during the shooting of this very memorable scene. You see what I did there? You see what
that was high quality.
Because it's big tits. Anyway,
Very subtle.
although Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, did open as the third highest rating film in its first 2 weeks, New World Pictures, the distributor of the film, went bankrupt just a week before its premiere. This saw the film lose half of its theaters by the third week of release, which became the end of the theatrical run. This was extremely depressing for Cassandra Peterson, who had spent 3 years of her life in the making of Elvira. It did, however, make a killing on home video, becoming one of the most successful VHS sales and rentals of all time, which did establish its status as a bona fide cult classic. My final note. During production, Elvira manager Eric Gardner received instruction to park his car at the base of the famous water tower on the Warner Brothers lot. Got to back up. Where was I? Warner Brothers lot. Hours after parking, he returned to his car only to find a tall, handsome man standing over his car's windshield, all the while gripping a baseball bat, raising it upward to bash Gardner's window to pieces. Gardner ran toward the man and shouted at him in hopes to stop him from vandalizing his car. The man stopped, turned to Gardner, and shouts, "You're parked in my fucking spot." The man, known for previously destroying the windshields of any cars occupying his coveted place of automobile occupancy, was none other than Dirty Harry himself, Clint Eastwood.
Of course it was.
Of course it was.
Wow. Yeah, that's my notes for Elvira, you guys.
Outstanding. What a great job, man. What a great job.
Thank you.
Obviously a work of love.
What's that?
A labor of love.
Yeah, a labor of definitely, maybe a little less too. I saw this movie when I was 8 years old in the theater, and I loved it. And one of the greatest things about Elvira is that at her time, really extremely gorgeous women were not funny. Mm-hmm. They were not funny, and she is remarkably hilarious. And I hope she does more Elvira. I want to see a new version of Elvira. Maybe she could do like a little bit of Bride of Frankenstein, a little bit of gray through the wig. That'd be kind of cool. Like a little bit of a cougar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I want to see more Elvira. She's so funny, and I can't say enough about her. I already said enough. Anyway, I love this movie, and I love Elvira.
Yeah, she was wonderful, and she was everywhere for a while there, back in the time when, the beer company had, her stand-ups, her cardboard stand-ups in the supermarkets and stuff, I think it was Coors. And she was on Dr. Demento. She co-hosted a Halloween Dr. Demento episode with him at one point, which was really super cool to hear. She's just a wonderful, wonderful lady. And man, she's beautiful inside and out. She's just something. Thanks, Gary. That was a damn great job, man.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're really
Hail Elvira.
Hail to Elvira. Rob, what do you? I love the movie. It's her. It's all her. I mean, without her, then it's not that great a movie. But with her, it's eminently watchable. What do you think about this movie, Rob?
So Elvira is hot. She's funny. She's outstanding. But this movie is cheesy as all get out. It is super cheesy. It's got some funny parts to it that make you laugh. It's one of those screwball comedies that you have out there that are just fun. It's one of those things where I was hoping for a little bit more scary stuff just in it, and there were a couple of scary scenes. I mean, that monster that comes out of the food was excellent. I was hoping for just a little bit more of that, but I think Elvira, steals the whole movie. She does a great job. She's naturally funny with all the different kinds of jokes that she tells, but overall, it's just a super cheesy movie. The rest of the movie, like you said, Doomcock, if she's not in it, it's not a good movie at all. But yeah, this movie is super cheesy. And it's fun if you take it as a cheesy movie. If you expect a serious movie or something to be scared of, you're not going to have fun. But if you just go in, popcorn and cheese, you're good. So
yeah, 100%, man. It's a lot of fun. Rick Magnum, dude.
Yeah.
What
Well,
say you?
There's two main reasons I really like this movie.
That joke's never gonna get old.
Oh yeah, and actually, there's little people, a little fact that people don't know is that there is a new cut of this movie that's come out. They and I've got some screenshots of it, and this is the Magnum cut.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
so I'll share these there. So this is just the Magnum cut here. It's it's a new version just for guys. Yeah.
Oh, that Rick Magnum, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So that's that.
Newsflash: Rick Magnum dies tomorrow in a motorboat accident.
Yeah, no, really cool movie, real funny. I had never seen it. There's two scenes that really stand out for me. Is the one where she has the things hit her, fall, and the guy says, "How's your head?" She goes, "Oh, I haven't had any complaints yet."
They almost cut that joke out. They said they almost cut it out.
Oh wow, it's a good thing they didn't.
Good thing they left it in. Best joke in the movie.
And then that awesome sight gag where she's trying to help him change the marquee up on the theater. And she's it said Duck, and she's holding the E, and it's just and Edie McClure comes out and sees it like she faints or something.
Yeah. My favorite sight gag is the one where she's trying to get through the iron gates and she can't, and then her boobs are like pressing the chain and it like snaps the chain.
Yeah, when she's running away from the bad guy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and you know what a good sport she is. She's such a great actress, and she's got such comedic intuition, and she just is not afraid to make fun of herself. And it was just a great movie. Check it out, everyone, if you haven't seen it yet.
Absolutely, it's really good stuff. Andy Masterson?
Those cardboard cutouts are available on eBay. Just make sure you buy the expensive one and not the cheap ones with the hole cut in.
It's laminated too.
This was, she really, really enthralled a generation of youngsters out there with, lungs and pontoons. Like, if there's anybody you want to go on the SS Minnow with and not have to worry about going under the water, go sail with Elvira because she'll keep you afloat.
Yeah.
She really became a phenomenon. This was, I'm sure like most of our audience is probably old enough to remember this film, but the younger kids, they've always known something about horror hosts and it's become kind of a shtick. But she really did something special. She was the first one to combine sexy comedy and the horror host. You had a Vampira who was sexy. You had like Svengoolie and stuff and Roland who were a little bit more like cheesy and funny and campy. But she really kind of took things around. That addition of the Valley Girl thing was really great. And that came along right about the same time as Frank Zappa and his Valley Girl song with his daughter, doing the whole gag me with a spoon. And there comes Elvira with saying she's never had a complaint with her head so far. So I guess it kind of ties in. Great. If you're looking for a great movie, this is not it, but it's a fun movie. It really is a lot of fun.
Masterson.
It's silly. It's absolutely silly. And like, if you don't laugh, you've got no sense of humor. might be a little gay because, like, it's just, I mean, she's got some assets there, as you can see in the one shot when she's walking away from the camera. She's quite fetching. And I wonder what that date with Elvis was really like. And it may have ruined her for all their men, because after that, well, as the story goes. But yeah, very, very fun Halloween movie. I highly recommend it. If you haven't watched it, I suggest that you sit down and watch it with someone, because you will laugh at the laughter you hear
Yeah.
along with it. If you watch it by yourself, you'll chuckle. But there's something about, I went to see this in the theater, and um, the explosive humor that when everybody's laughing at something silly is just such a, communal, cathartic release of fun. So I highly recommend you get a few people together that have a sense of humor, and watch this film, and I think you'll like it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a hell of a lot of fun, and she's wonderful, and it just kind of evokes our childhood. Watching
Mhm.
her terrible movies, on cable, and it's such a man. Uh, it was a better times.
It
Better
invokes
times.
our childhood and our manhood.
Exactly.
Mm.
Boys to men. TM. It's
Yeah.
that's us in a nutshell. All right. Well, thank you, Gary. That was a great job, dude.
Thank you.
Absolutely
Yeah.
great job. Let's go ahead and get to the rest of these here super chats.
Super chance, mofo.
All right, folks. Let's get to the rest of these super chats, and thank you all for your patience and your support. You guys are absolutely awesome. The Horror King in the chat says, Overlord DVD, I'm pretty sure that Cassandra Peterson is a vampire because she doesn't seem to age at all. That's true. I mean, she really still looks great. She really does. Hail to Don out there and Loquacious Primate, Wes Cagle, Soma Kaleidoscope, Robert Moschel. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you for being here tonight, and thanks to everybody. I wish I could greet each and every one of you individually, but thank you for turning out tonight. It means a lot to me. Trevin Lane with a $10 super chat. He often saves the world on Friday nights, or helps to considerably. Hail to you, Trevin Lane. He says, Hail DC panel and chat. YouTube didn't inform me that we were on tonight. Curse you, YouTube. Nintendo recently had a patent rejected in Japan over the PAL World lawsuit, and woke games are flopping hard. See, there are spots of brightness in this universe. Things are kind of messed up right now, but there is good news still out there, folks. Never doubt that. There is still good news out there. And we're very grateful for it. Angry Yeti TV with a $5 super chat. Hail to Angry Yeti TV. Says, my favorite horror movie monster is Brie Larson's feet. Hail to Angry Yeti TV, an arch villain, and you can tell, folks, you can tell. Goku McDuck with a 20 Mexican peso super chat and a 100 Mexican peso super chat, 2 in a row. Thank you so much, Goku McDuck. It's good to see you, brother. And he says, not horror, but my mother felt that Jumanji is horror. Interesting. So for her, she found that movie disturbing. And Goku McDuck also adds, today I went to see again Chainsaw Man in a theater, and later to a 30th anniversary screening of Back to the Future. There were little kids in it, and it was nice to see they laughed at the jokes in the movie. Well, good humor is timeless, It's a great movie can span the generations, and we need great writers, folks. We need great writers in Hollywood, and we need great producers and executives who recognize the importance of writing. Script is the most important thing on a film. Even with CGI, scripts are the key element in any film. Hail to DVB out there and Radioactive, Actual, and Glenn Schroeder. It's great to see you all here tonight. And Inspira Paz with a $10 super chat. Hail to you, Inspira Paz. Says the scary movie that stuck with me from childhood is Single White Female. I've never seen that. Didn't that have what's her name? Bridget
Jennifer
Fonda?
Jason Leigh and Bridget Fonda.
Yeah. I've never seen that. Was it any good?
Yes, it is.
Was it scary?
Kind of psychological and disturbing, along the lines of Fatal Attraction, or like with that kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Well, hail to Inspira Paz. I guess one to add to my list. And Udite won with two $20 super chats in a row. God bless you, Udite One. You're pretty much a producer tonight. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it. And Udite One says, are you familiar with Antonia Carlotta? Great YouTube channel. She's descended from Carl Laemmle, the Universal Studio founder, and has a lot of inside info on the history and classics. Beautiful girl, too. Reminds me of Una Chaplin. I did not know. I've not been acquainted with her. Man, she'd be kind of cool guest to have sometime if she wanted to come on. Hail to you, Udite One. Thank you for that tip. Antonia Carlotta. And Udite One also adds dream props. Danny's trike or Jack's typewriter from The Shining, Freddy's glove, or an Evil Dead Necronomicon. Side note, a friend came across a hobby shop that had a real orb from Phantasm for sale, but he didn't have the cash. Oh my God.
Oh gosh. Wow.
That would be something. The orbs from Phantasm. Holy shit. Wow. Well, God, that's a tough loss. We mentioned Angus Grimm earlier in the show. Phantasm's a very, very cool movie. Trevin Lane, again, with a $20 super chat. God bless you, Trevin Lane. Frequent savior of Earth. Trevin Lane says, interesting note, along with Susan Dolan, by the way, I want to make that clear. Interesting note, there is a gold DeLorean in the National Auto Museum in Reno, Nevada. It is on display with signs and ropes saying, do not touch, as the gold skin of the car is very soft and takes fingerprints when touched. Wow. So an actual DeLorean made of gold. Son of a bitch. Well, that must have been some rich guy's fetish or some shit. The Dead Man with a $4.99 super chat. Hail to you, the Dead Man. He says, it's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark. That's what the Dead Man says, and he's sticking by that story. It's a thriller. Hail to you, the Dead Man. And the Comic Relief Crusader. Oops. Just jumped on me. Sorry about that. Let me get back to where I was. The Comic Relief Crusader has been a channel member of mine 28 months at the Doomentite level. Hail to you, oh Comic Relief Crusader, and thank you for being here tonight. He says, hail Doomcock, I truly hope all is well. Soon I will be showing John Wayne's first movie, Brown of Harvard, from 1926. I know you love the Duke. Well, I certainly do, Pilgrim. Hail to you, the Comic Relief Crusader. That's cool. His first movie, Brown of Harvard, from 1926. How strange is that? Descend into Madness with a $5 super chat. Hail Descend into Madness says, I'll be at a Jeff Dunham concert next Wednesday, so we'll have to catch the show on the rerun, but I will watch it, I promise. Good man. Never miss Pop Culture Breakdown. You never know what will happen on this show. look at, well, our Mr. Magnum over there. Deadline 88416. He's been a channel member of mine 47 months at the Doomentite level. Hail to you, Deadline 8416. He says, glad to see you back. You've been missed. Thank you, man. Thanks a lot. I've missed you guys too, and knock wood, man. It's been tough. It's really been tough. Let me see. Udite1 has been an arch villain of mine again for 21 months. Hail to you, Udite1. He says, I compare Quick Change to After Hours because they both happen over a single night with someone trapped in New York City and can't get where they're trying to go. But Quick Change is much lighter. One of Murray's best, even with his classics, in my opinion. I guess I'll have to check that out. I've heard of it. I've never seen it. So I will check that out. Thank you very, very much, Udite1. And Cannibal the Dragon, channel member for 23 months. He says, I recommend Robotech. You'll love it, Doomcock. I actually have a big box set of Robotech that was sent to me, and I need to check it out. Hail to you, Cannibal the Dragon. It is in the queue, brother. It is in the queue. I've been told that it's very good. And Robert Moschel with a $2 super chat wants to let us all know, folks, Elvira film is on Tubi, Pluto, and Plex free. So check it out. Check out Elvira's film on Tubi, Pluto, and Plex. It is for free. And Radioactive Actual with a $5 super sticker of a pair pumping weights, saying, "Keep it up." I'm trying. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying my best, and thank you for that inspiration, brother. I hope to see you on Friday Night Frolics this coming Friday for Halloween. We can, spend it together, and I think it will. I hope it will be a wonderful time for everybody. And this was a wonderful time tonight, folks. I thought this was a great show, and I had a hell of a good time. And we had a special guest, Natalie. It's great to have met you. Really glad you could make it here tonight.
Oh, so nice to meet you, and thank you for having me. Yeah, this was a pleasure with all of you all. The great show.
I had a lot of fun, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. And Gary, great job, brother. Anything you would like to say to the folks?
Hail to the chat. Hail to the wrenches. Be careful out there. Remember, it's only a couple of days till Halloween, so get your silver shamrock masks and make sure you watch the TV for the big, great giveaway.
Amen. Amen. Oh, it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be happy. Have a happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Have a happy Halloween, Robert Wright. Rob, go ahead and plug away, brother.
Yeah, I've got my own channel, Robert Wright Channel Pop Culture. So had the review of Frankenstein up. I've also got the Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors episodes, my top 12 up. Last night we did a live stream about Young Frankenstein. So if you like any of those, check those out. Coming on Halloween, sometime during the day, I will have a review of the original Dracula from 1931. And then this weekend, I am doing a movie, Blazing Saddles, for my Westerner this month. So come check it out, 5:30 Central Time on Sunday afternoon, Blazing Saddles. It'll be a lot of fun.
Be careful doing that one, man. Be careful doing that one. Rick Magnum, adult thespian, great job, Rick.
Thank you.
It's great to meet you, man. And you were absolutely fabulous tonight.
Oh, thank you. It's been a pleasure being here. I want everyone to make sure they catch my, I've got a few movies coming out, actually starring with Harvey.
Uh-oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. We've got The Tentacle Tickle is coming out.
You motherfucker.
Well, yeah. Well, he's doing a good job. He's stealing every scene there. We got Rick and Harvey, the Squirt and Shoot.
Fucker.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Oh my God.
We've got Behind the Deep Reef coming, and 8 Tentacles and a Magnum. So he's doing a good job back there. He took right to it. Ladies love him.
Well, that's true. That's
and they all signed NDAs, and no paternity suit clause is in the contract. So you're golden.
Wow.
Well, my law firm of Yog Sothoth, and Rabinowitz, they do a great job, and God bless them all.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Rick Magnum. Great job tonight, buddy.
Oh, I do want to do a quick, just a quick thank you to Tony Stark. He helped me with this background here. I was trying to get it animated. We actually had it so the little arrow was blinking, pointing up to the bed, but I couldn't get OBS to work with the stream thing, so I went just with this little thing. But thank you to Tony for helping me out.
Oh,
that just looks like Tony's bedroom.
Yeah, thanks to Tony Stark. Hail to you, Tony, out there. If you're out there, buddy, hail to you. And also hail to Jason Love and Gore Bash and Mike D out there. Susan Dolan. It's great to see so many familiar faces. Anti-Derivative Jill. Hail to you, Jill. It's good to see you. And Andy Masterson, it's great to see you, buddy. And thank you so much for your messages of support and everything. And really love you, man. And thank you so much. Go ahead and plug away, brother.
Anytime, brother. As we know, Halloween is just a couple of days away. Check your candy. Don't blow out the jack-o'-lantern before midnight. And if you're going to any Halloween parties where you see any squiddly persons there, make sure they put on a condom, because Rob does not need any more little squiddlings in his daycare.
I'm gonna ignore that shit, asshole. I'm just, jealousy, haters gonna hate. I don't know what to say.
What can we say, Harvey? You kept Jerry Lewis in business with his telethon.
I just wanted you to talk to that son of a bitch about saving the change for the kids.
The Jerry Squids.
Fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. 7-Eleven too, asshole. March of Dimes. Well, they're not marching my way. Dimes marching my way, asshole. All right. Well, hail to the Tetrarch of Apathy and Cannibal the Dragon, Chief Shadow 1750, Rob Altus, and Roger McKeon. It's great to see you all here tonight. And before we kill Gary, we got a couple more super chats here. Max Der Hund with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Max. He says, good to hear your voice again. Thank you. It's not that funny, asshole. It's good to hear your voice again. Thank you, Max Der Hund. God bless you, Max. Thank you, man. It's great to be heard again, honestly. And Robert Moschel with a $5 super chat says, what is truly scary is having to sit and watch football for hours every time it is on and doing nothing else. Hey, football season, man. Football, and it's awesome, man. I'm enjoying football season. And Wes Cagle with a $5 super chat. Hail to you, Wes Cagle says, Halloween Friday Night Frolics, FTW. Be there or have the button pushed. Thank you very, very much, Wes Cagle. And thanks to you, all of you wonderful panelists out there. You guys are absolutely the best. Had a great, hey, get that filthy, hey, go talk to Jerry. Go talk to Jerry Lewis. Okay. Jerry, hey, there, Jerry. He said, do you understand? He goes, and could you arrange to let me keep the change for my kids? And he says, mine. You understand? You understand? So that's Jerry. That's Jerry. Now we know. Now we know. Maury and Jerry are going to have some conversations, I guess. I don't know. Fuck you. Fuck you, 7-Eleven and your Slurpees. All right. Let's just not get carried away here. We're starting to lose control. Let's see. Wes Cagle, God bless you. And Robert Moschel, God bless you as well. God bless all of you out there. All right. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Hopefully you will join us again
for next Wednesday. We will be doing another show. And we actually have an anniversary coming up, Gary. Apparently, the anniversary for the Wild Geese is coming up on a Wednesday. We should figure out when that is, and that's a great movie. Do you like the Wild Geese?
Oh yeah, November X-Ray Alpha.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And also, I'm seeing ads for Where Eagles Dare coming up on Turner Classic Movies. So we need to tell.
We got to invite Mexican Iron Man back for that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Broadsword calling Danny Boy. Broadsword calling Danny Boy.
I love that movie.
It's great. I love it.
It's a great movie. I love it.
All right, folks. Well, hope to see you Friday for our at 7:30 Central for our Halloween night, Friday Night Frolics. Knock wood. I hope it goes well. And of course, every Wednesday here on Pop Culture Breakdown. All right. Thanks to all of you out there. Oh man, look at that. What the heck?
Ooh.
Man.
Whoa.
Halloween version.
Mode. Yeah, look at that.
Dude, that is outstanding.
That's really good.
Dark helmet.
Yes. Hey, I'm Dark Helmet. That is gorgeous, Andy. You're such a master. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock and my panel of pop culture pundits, thanking you very much for being here. Really, man, this has been the bright spot of the last more than a week for me. So really, thank you so much, and thanks to the panelists for making me feel alive again. Thank you guys. Really appreciate you. From the center of the earth, Dictor Van Doomcock, bidding you all, my friends, stay angry and see ya Halloween. Good night, everybody.
Bye.